Welcome to the Weekend Live Show. 508. We run down the biggest stories of the week with you every Saturday night. 508 is where I'm from. Let us know in the comments right now where you reppin'. Where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from.
Marshfield, New Bedford, Brockton, Malden, Tucson, Manchester, Albuquerque's Hanson, Hubbardston, Quincy, Hudson, Garden, Manson, Conway, New Hampshire, the Garden City, Agawam, Poison, Plymouth, Pittsburgh, Lake Titicaca, Los Angeles.
Yeah, cause we're ruthless, yeah, that's some true shit. You don't wanna mess with cheddar in this cup, we left your catch in the ambulance.
You have a job? What do you do?
Leave your clothes, buddy, and then we're scooping up your friends. 508. Where I'm from, 508 is where I'm from.
You lived, I'd come to your house, I'd sit outside, roast marshmallows right in your fucking yard.
And it fell on the house, come on down.
Let's get this party started, shall we?
Yo, what's up, Turtle Riders? How's everybody doing tonight? Good? Good? Excellent. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Uncle Turtleboy. We do this program every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. sharp, as in somewhere between 9 o'clock and 9:15. And I've gone ahead and I've shared the link to the stream on the various social media pages that we operate. The Clarence Woods Emerson page is my personal account. I would ask one of the mods from the Turtleboy Daily News page to also go ahead and share that for me, because they don't let me do that anymore. The Uncle Turtleboy page is also an option. Go like all those. We're closing in on, we're way over 80,000 followers on all three of those pages combined now. So just keep liking, following them all. On Twitter, you can find me at Dr. Turtleboy. That's DOCTOR Turtleboy, because if Jill Biden is a doctor, then so am I. Speaking of, you might have seen that Hunter Biden called his stepmother there, Jill Biden, a cunt in his diary or whatever. And I'd like to, just for the record, that's Hunter, that's Dr. Cunt to you, sir. Dr. Cunt. So get it right. But yeah, so follow me on Twitter. I'm also on Twitter at TurtleboyPhone as well. You can catch us on Instagram at Turtleboy_daily_news. Again, I don't run those like a lot, like I don't run that page. So, but a lot of these accounts are fan run. Like we have a TikTok, guys. I didn't even know we had a TikTok. We have a TikTok apparently. I don't run the TikTok, but we do have one. It does exist. Just follow us on everything if you can. Turtleboy's going to be everywhere, but most importantly, make sure you have smashed that subscribe button, because as I said, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday night at 9 p.m. No, did I say Thursday? Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. sharp. So go ahead and like all those pages. If you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We also do a stream on Thursday nights called Turtle Club. You have to be a member of Turtle Club to join it for only $15 a month. You get access to the website with no ads whatsoever, completely ad-free on the website. You get access to the Thursday stream that nobody else gets. We had a really interesting show this week. You're going to want to watch that one. We watched an abusive meltdown in progress. It was pretty wild. Then we watched, and then you also get a free t-shirt of your choice by joining Turtle Club as well. So most importantly, what you're doing by joining Turtle Club is you are, participating in something that enables the website to run without any interference from advertisers. Sometimes when we have local advertisers, they get harassed by mobs of people. They say, oh, he said this thing one time, and they give it completely out of context. And then the advertiser contacts me and says, well, can you maybe not say these things, because they're up my ass about this one. And I don't really feel like changing the content of the things that I'm saying on here. So when you become the customer, as opposed to the advertiser being the customer, then it's completely uncensored. And that's where we would like to keep it. So feel free to join Turtle Club for just $15 a month. You are supporting what we do. Okay. So without further ado, we also have our producer, Deb, with us. How you doing, Deb?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So we have an excellent show ahead of us tonight, I believe. But how we like to start off every episode is with a little thing called Where You Reppin'. So please let us know in the comments, where are you watching the Turtleboy Live show from tonight? Go ahead. All right, we got Shawana, Wisconsin, Scituate here, Buxton, Maine, Apache Junction, Dudley, baby, Savannah, Georgia, What else we have? Ashburnham, Enfield, Connecticut, Groton, Connecticut, Plymouth, Glendale, Arizona, Mashpee, Danisport, South Hadley, Under Monica's Porch. Ooh, it's a good place to hide. West Quincy Dumpsters, Charlestown, Hudson, New Hampshire, Norwood, South Hadley, Oceanside, Prescott, United Kingdom, in Bret's Last Tooth. Ooh, that's not going to last for long. New Bedford, Massachusetts is here. Joe Biden's Grundle Swaddle. Ooh, there's a thought. Coventry, Rhode Island, Prescott, Massachusetts, Fitchburg, Whitman, home of Guy Savage. Excellent. On My Waterbed, Florida's in the house. Dudley, another Dudley is here. Lynn is here. Preston, Connecticut is here. The Econo Lodge. Fuck you, Deb. Let's see. What else do we have here? It's going kind of fast. Is this a new mic? Yes, it is. It is a new mic. Let's see. Where else? Moose Up, Connecticut, Fairhaven, Hanson, Safe in Arizona, Northeastern. Let's see what we have here. Fairhaven, I think. Prescott, Massachusetts, Culver City, California, Chelsea, Watertown, Tucson is here. Grafton, home of Liberal Venom. Yes, it is. Our old friend Jen Vaca. Another Watertown is in the house. Hopedale is here. Turtle Club member from Boston is here. Sunderland, Danvers, the Firehouse, Plainville, Marion, Ohio. Econo. Okay, I think we got them. Okay, so if I missed you, I missed you. Middleborough, Brett's house. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I still love you all. Okay, go ahead, share this up, guys. By the way, give us a thumbs up. That helps with the algos, I'm told. So you can go ahead and do that. But let's just jump right into it, Deb, shall we? I want to start with that story that we didn't have time to get to on Tuesday. There it is. No, not him. We're going to get there.
That's why I said oops.
He's a special one, that guy.
Special in so many ways.
Okay, so this winner right here. So we covered this briefly the other day, but I wanted to cover it in a little more detail just to show you what hypocritical cunts these people were. So there's this brewery in Cape Cod called Cape Cod Brew. It is our Cape Cod beer. Sorry, it's owned by this woman named, what the hell's her name? Beth Marcus. Keep scrolling down. Let's see what Beth Marcus looks like. There she blows. Okay, so obviously this woman is menopausal. She has 0.0% chance of getting pregnant, but she's really enthusiastic for whatever reason about this whole 2-week-old story now. About Roe versus Wade getting overturned. And now my theory with business is you don't want to mix politics with your business, because like Michael Jordan once said, Republicans buy sneakers too. So I feel like it's unwise to just make your company have a political stance on any issue. I think that's unwise. But with some issues, as we've seen over the years lately, it's like okay for your company to just have, left-wing values for, to say them publicly and shit on people who aren't conservative. For instance, like Coca-Cola and all these other companies, they stopped doing business in Georgia because they didn't like a law down there that simply made companies basically said that you had to show ID to vote and a couple other things to protect the integrity of our elections. And they said, can't have that down here. We've seen it happen with Netflix and Pepsi Cola and every other company in America that decided to put Black Lives Matter all over this shit, even though Black Lives Matter is a left-wing organization, clearly, that does not give a flying fuck about Black lives in the least bit. And, Ukraine, they all stand with Ukraine. It's like whatever the liberal cause of the day companies take up. Now, some of these companies, they got a little backlash from it because people like Ron DeSantis have been fighting back against this in Florida. They have been like, if your company wants to go out and take a political stance on something, then you're going to lose your tax exempt status. That's how you fight them. That's how you beat them. Companies aren't allowed to have opinions. You'd love it if they were all right wingers. Oh, first of all, prior to that, so this person's obviously a troll. But let me just explain that to you. So, because I know these people are stupid, they're going to come at me. I just love swatting them up. I love making them look fucking stupid. It's my great skill in life. So, maybe a couple years ago, I would say, yeah, definitely. I agree with you that no company should be pushing values on either side. I no longer think that way because we're in a state of war with the left. They are constantly trying to push their values on us. So my philosophy is fair game. Okay, let's do it. You want to push your values on us. We want to push them on you. So you're absolutely fucking right. You're absolutely right. I want companies to push right-wing values. I want them to do it now. I want them to do it all the time. And I will go to whatever company, because I mean, that's just the world we're living in now. If these companies are going to push left-wing values, I want companies that push right-wing values. Corporations don't give a fuck about act. That's what it comes down to ultimately, is that corporations, well, they shouldn't care about political philosophies. They should care about making money. But it's like, for instance, I look back in the Nike thing with Colin Kaepernick, right? So Colin Kaepernick signed with Nike, and I'm like, well, they're going to lose a lot of business because of that, right? But did they? Did people really stop buying Nike? Because Nike makes such a good product because it's paid for with slave labor, basically, in Chinese sweatshops. I feel like they didn't lose that much on it. So this whole go woke, get broke thing, for a long time, wasn't really true. Because Republicans just keep buying your shit anyway. Until we say we're not going to buy your shit, no. So what I think the boycott thing doesn't work. The whole, like, don't buy liberal shit, don't buy companies that promote liberal values. I think that we should just be trying to get companies to do exactly what this troll said. Like, we should be fucking shoving our agenda down their throats. And let me be very clear to the communists out there. Once I'm in charge of the world and once I'm the dictator, yes, every single one of you filthy pieces of shit will be in prison. There will be no due process. There will be no, rights or anything like that. I want your world. I like your idea. I kind of admire the tactics. I like these people that are protesting outside of restaurants with Justice Kavanaugh out it, because I want to, protest outside of your places. I want to find every left-wing judge, every left-wing politician, and I want to, make life uncomfortable for them. Fair game. I mean, you guys invented the game. I want to perfect it. That's what I want to do. So I'm all for this. If you want to do this, I'm all for it. I want to declare war on you. We're not friends. I want to hurt your business. I want to drive you out of business as much as possible. And I want to find people. I mean, why do you think we showed up to Monica's thing and showed up in her face and protested in her face? Because that's what we do now. Welcome to the new right. So anyway, got a little carried away there, but let's talk about this particular person. So, and I saw the comment from Laura there. Obviously, it's not, well, it is a political. I mean, that's the bottom line here, is that one political party supports it and the other one doesn't. So it is what it is. But anyway, this is what this woman decided to write on it. She goes, I never imagined in my lifetime I'd have to be bold about issues hard fought and won on my behalf by women who came before me. Okay, so stop right there. Where'd it go? Did she leave? We lost Deb. Okay, well, I got it on my end. It's okay. All right, so I'm going to bring it back up here.
I'm here, sir.
It's okay. So anyway, so it says freedom lies in being bold. I never imagined in my lifetime that I would have to be bold about issues hard fought and won on my behalf by women who came before me. First of all, they were not won by women who came before you. They were won by men, by 6 or 7 Supreme Court men who sat on the Supreme Court, who decided that, you don't, like, no state could ban this, right? Well, now the new court, which has 3 women on it, decided that issue should be decided by people, not by judges. So this is like a victory for democracy, because now people get to decide this issue. And I mean, are you against democracy? I don't get it. Like, you want things decided by unelected judges? No, the judges were like, we're not going to be the ones to decide this. Let the people decide it on their own. And if you live in a state where the majority of people think this should be legal, then it shall remain legal, because that's how representative democracy works. So, but I digress. So she goes, and while I won't say that being bold isn't without risk, I do want to say this without this. There's absolutely no risk in this take. There's no risk. Like, I hate these people who take credit for, like, oh, I'm being bold, I'm really putting myself out there. It's like, no, this is the majority opinion. Most people actually agree with you. Most people agreed with Roe versus Wade. Okay. They agree that abortion should be legal. Most people in this country agree with that. I think up till a certain point they do. Okay. So by coming out and saying this, you're siding with the majority. So you're not being bold at all. This is the opposite of bold. You're stating a popular take. Like I don't want alligators to eat small children. Oh, really bold take you got there. You're anti-alligator eating small children. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. So anyway, she uses her Cape Cod, but the abortion issue is not the point here. The point here is the hypocrisy of this woman and how fucking fake she is, transparently fake. So she says, this is what she writes in her post. We have always felt fiercely independent as a small business, as an independent craft brewery, and as an independent music venue. But recent SCOTUS decisions make it difficult for us to celebrate our quote-unquote freedom today. We could be silent and say, Happy Independence Day or Happy 4th of July, but Cape Cod beer has never been one to be silent. We cannot ignore what is happening in our country and are struggling to find reasons to celebrate this holiday. We're angry, we're sad, but we will not be silent. Cape Cod beer will continue to stand up for women's rights and human rights. Okay, so what she's saying here is that she's so upset by this, overturn of Roe versus Wade that she can't even, she can't celebrate. She can't be happy. She just wakes up every day in a cold sweat. She's like, oh my God. People in Kansas can't get an abortion. I can't even think straight. Oh my God, I can't even celebrate. It's the 4th of July? Fuck it. I can't even fuck the fireworks. I fucking hate it. This woman in Mississippi that can't get an abortion, just cancel the 4th of July. Stop the music. Cancel the parades. I'm so fucking mad. I can't even fucking hate. Because some woman in Idaho wants to get an abortion and she can't. And I'm just so fucking sad. I'm so fucking sad. And not only am I sad, my whole fucking company's sad. The beer tap is sad. The wench is sad. Everybody here at Cape Cod Beer is too sad to celebrate. We can't do it. That's what she would have you believe is happening. I mean, that is what every single fucking thing that happens, these people just are like, it's the end of the world. Oh my God. We're all done. Like, we can't celebrate. When Trump got elected, they were all going to move to Canada. Every single one of these people, no matter what happens, whenever they don't get their way, it is just the end of the world and they don't know what to do. And they post some shit like this. Okay. And you see the comments underneath it? Yeah, really bold take. So let me see let's see how bold this was. Did she get attacked for this? Let's see. Thank you for this, somebody says. And it's pretty telling that the three folks having a coronary over this post are all men. Okay. Thank you. I'm struggling this year with all that is going on. SCOTUS decision and lack of integrity. Fearing for the future of LGBTQ rights, as well as yet another black man. You forgot to capitalize the B, Susan.
God, I was going to say that.
Yet needlessly, Nazis marching in our own town. Okay, so they're just feds, those Nazis. Don't worry about them. The guy in Akron had a gun. He shot at cops. That's not good. And, I think you're going to be okay. Okay. So all these people talking about courage, we can't even go out anymore, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then let's see the post that she puts on her personal page on the 4th of July. Oh, there it is. There she blows. So she goes, this is her 4th. So remember, her comment was, we are too fucked up right now, emotionally, to celebrate the 4th of July. We can't do it. So what does she do on the 4th of July? Does she sit around and cry and commemorate and, pour one out for the woman in Idaho that can't get an abortion? No. She's going out. I mean, do they look happy? That time you went to Dragon Light to celebrate a 15-plus year tradition and found them closed. No worries, off to Bamboo. So they're going drinking at Chinese restaurants, and it's a 15-year tradition. Wouldn't you think, Deb, that, if there's any year to stop the tradition, this would
It
be
would
it.
be this year, wouldn't it? You
This
know,
would be the
or
year,
at least
man.
don't bring it up. Don't like just throw it out there. At least refrain from posting that you had to do that this year.
It just shows how toned down. I mean, if you truly, the word wasn't like, you know, like, oh, we're sad about, like, the word was, I can't even celebrate. I cannot celebrate anymore because I'm so mad. What the fuck do you call going out for Chinese drinks and smiling with your friends? Well, what do you call that? Like, to me, that sounds like a celebration.
Right? Like, you look pretty damn happy there.
Yeah, it's not that you're celebrating the SCOTUS decision, but you're celebrating life in general. You're happy. You're not the least bit upset. And that's what it comes down to with all these people. Everything they post online is fucking fake outrage. At the end of the day, they're not losing any sleep over this. They don't give a fuck about this, which means it's only one thing: empty, meaningless virtue signaling. That's all these people are. That's all they stand for. Okay. Which is basically like, we didn't get our way, so we're going to pretend like we're so sad about this, but really we're not. Now, she gets called out for it by this woman, Shauna, who noticed that picture, and she responds to it. She had a reason, Deb. She had a good reason. Okay. Good excuse. Mm-hmm. So she says, wow, way to make it personal and to make up as you go along so it fits your narrative. We didn't and don't lie to our customer base. I told my friends I was wearing black, which you clearly saw when you stalked my personal page, and we had dinner out. Guilty as charged. So it's okay, Deb. She's not celebrating.
I wasn't wearing patriotic colors, okay? So I'm in.
Yeah, she's in black. She's wearing black. So just to be clear, it's impossible to have fun if you wear the color. You can scroll down to the comment. It's impossible. Oh, that's fine. I apologize. I apologize. There it was. It is impossible to have fun if you are wearing black. The dress for the weather person in me is struggling, but I told her to pipe down. We're wearing black today. Oh, thank you so much, Beth, for your service. Thank God. Thank you, God. I was so worried about this. I'm like, I hope people wear black today. If people aren't wearing black today, then they don't really care. I mean, just talk about empty fucking virtue signaling. And they would do this over anything. You also, by the way, sell something that is let's be honest, it's an addictive thing that gets people to act differently and behave inappropriately. And it's fun. That's why people like it. It's called beer, and you sell it. So you've kind of lost your right to make this, to pretend to be outraged about this or anything like that. So, okay. Oh, by the way, I forgot to, at the top, pinned at the top, did I pin this to the top? We're demonetized, guys, completely on YouTube.
Know why.
I know why. We had the wrong opinions about some things like 10 months ago. So, YouTube took away our ability for you to use the super chat function and hit that money button and donate whatever amount of money you want. So we built our own thing. It's called Turtle Chat. If you guys would like to support the program and what we do there, you can click on that. You can donate whatever amount of money you want. I will get an email about it. And when I get the email, I will bring up your comment about it. Let me see here. I'll bring up your comment about it in the email with the donation. And we got the first one here. This was from the other day from Lauren Hayden. She sends $10 and she said, hey, I'm building my channel. My first stream is tomorrow with an exciting guest. It should be spicy. Did you see who Lauren Hayden interviewed the other day? Yeah, that guy Chili. What's his name? Jose. I mean, that guy is a nut job from what I've seen of him. He's a fucking lunatic. And credit to her. It was a real, she was I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched parts of it and I read the comments. But that guy is difficult to deal with. He will walk out if you ask the wrong question, but you also don't want to let him completely take over. I think she did. I don't know if you saw any of it, but I think she did.
I did. Yeah, she did good. She kept it balanced.
Right. I think she did a pretty good job of keeping him in the seat for 2 hours, asking him legitimate questions and not getting him to blow up at her or, and not coming across as an ass-kisser or anything like that, which is difficult to her. It was actually, I thought it was a decent first interview. So I've decided since she's getting into this interview gig, that I'm going to let her interview me. Deb, we're going to do a Turtleboy interview. I think we already scheduled it for August 8th on Lauren's channel. So go check it out. I don't know if Lauren's in the comments. She can put the link to the channel in the comments if she'd like. She is going to interview me. She's going to interview me but I'm not like Chili. Chili had like a list of questions that she could not ask, which by the way is so fucking gay. That's
hilarious. Like he's important or something.
It's not just that he's important. It's just like he's supposedly this guy who's like a First Amendment guy, right? But it's like you can't then answer the fucking questions. And that's what separates me from all these other bitches out there on the internet, all these other frauds. I will answer fucking anything. I address everything on here. Doesn't matter how fucking personal it is. I address it, man. I talk about it because I have nothing to hide, and anything is fair. I mean, how can you call yourself like a First Amendment auditor guy and then tell the person interviewing you that you can't ask such and such and such and such? So I don't know, is Lauren here tonight? Is she even in?
I don't know. I thought I saw her earlier, but I'm not quite sure.
Lawless is here. He's back. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I lost a long time ago.
Yeah.
You addressed my question, Aidan. Oh, here we go.
Oh boy, I feel like, hey, Lauren, you can dip your channel.
Oh, he's back fighting for his tribe.
What's his question? I'll give you one chance. I'll answer your question. Go ahead. I'll answer. I'll humor him for a moment. Then we'll get back to it. But again, if you guys would like to donate like that, the link is pinned to the top, Turtle Chat. You could donate whatever amount of money you want. You get to write a message with it. When I get the email, I will bring the email up and show it to the world. Anything. So you can give a shout out to your friends. Maybe somebody you don't like. Maybe ask some stupid question like Jamie's going to try to do here. You can do whatever you want because it's your Turtle Chat. Come on, Green Eggs and Schramm. What are you doing? I thought you had a question for me, pal. In the meantime, can we get
I put the link to Lauren's channel in the comments.
So. Okay, good. In the meantime, can we get the link? Can we get the next blog queued up? What do we have next on top? The TikTok guy?
Do you want to do the TikTok kid?
Yeah, let's talk about him in the meantime. Get the fuck out. She was complaining about other people being mad. So I guess I don't want to talk about it. I'm so over this bitch. But just to remind people, if people are unfamiliar with her, she lost 2 of her kids due to neglect and abuse. And there was one particular DCF document that suggests that the children were sexually abused. Okay. So just throwing that out there. But okay. Is he ever going to ask the stupid question?
I don't know if the question might have been like in his mind, hello, you cop calling time wasting douche or whatever he said earlier.
Okay.
He wonders why he gets blocked.
I mean, Lawless. I mean, we're giving you a chance to ask a question. You can't even do it. You're dumber than your fucking brother.
Like we got an agenda, dude.
And your brother, dude, is one of the stupidest people that anyone has ever encountered. We saw him attempt to interrupt one of our streams at night. It didn't go well. We got a Cash App donation here from 7 Pounder. He says for $10 for condoms in the Turtleboy birth control method. The Turtleboy birth control method. For those of you who are familiar, it's called the chest or the face. Either one works. Okay, works every time. All right. So I guess he didn't ask any questions. He didn't get blocked, did he?
No.
Okay. So I guess he just pushed out. All right. So you had your chance, Jamie. You had your chance. You completely choked again. Wait, people are saying he's blocked. Why are people saying he's blocked?
No, people just said don't block. No, he's there. There he is.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Did you win against Bret for proving he's not a threat and admit that you wasted the court's time? Or did you? No, it was not wasting the court's time. I thought it was a valuable use of the court's time, actually. But I won either way. Yes, I did win that. By not getting the order, I won. If I got the order, I won. If I didn't get the order, I won. If I got the order, it would prove that, he had gone too far. If I did get the order, it would prove that no judge would ever consider him a credible threat. There you go, Jamie. You didn't. You failed. You tried to come at me. You failed. Better luck next time, pal. All right.
Once again, keep up. That was weeks.
What'd you say?
Ago.
Yeah, keep up. And you're not good at this, James. You're not. You're not. You better go hang out with the retards. Okay. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about what happened here. So this gentleman here, from his name is Marc Lewis. Marc Lewis. Actually, bring it up and he's got a TikTok channel with let's see, quite a few followers on it. Is this the original? Yes, it is, right? Okay, so let me see some of these topics here. It's going kind of so he loves to have like, advice about dating older women, bro. Like okay, he's one of these guys, and he apparently goes around filming himself. What was that?
Quick tip for the fellas.
Yeah.
Give yourself the title of daddy.
Oh God, that's so gay. And he's like, event announcement tonight. I'm going to be down at Hurricanes at the Garden for the Purely Boston NBA Finals watch party. If any of you are in the area and want to swing by, I'd love to see and meet you. Myself and a bunch of other mass-based influencers. Okay, Deb. Anybody who calls themselves an influencer or a TikToker is just gay. Like I don't know what to tell you. It's just what is wrong with you if you're gonna. But I digress. Anyway, let's see. So he does have a decent amount of followers on TikTok, but to me it's an app for children, so I don't really I have no interest in it whatsoever. I guess we do have a Turtleboy TikTok account, but I don't touch it. I don't really use it. Maybe I will someday. But anyway, the guy likes to do the pizza review things. Now, obviously, anyone can go around and just film themselves eating pizza right at a place and giving it a rating, and that's fine. It's your right as an American to do that. However, there's a guy named Dave Portnoy, who is the founder of Huffstool Sports, previously known as Barstool Sports, a left-wing media outlet that pretends to be edgy, but really is just more corporate-controlled state media. So he goes around, Dave Portnoy does, and he eats cheese pizza every day. He eats a slice of cheese pizza. He says one bite, everybody knows the rules. That's his big tagline. And he goes to all these places and films himself. And he does like 5 minutes. People don't really care about the pizza that much. They just want to hear him talk for 5 minutes because he's entertaining. And so it's a thing. It's his thing. And he went to this place in Worcester last week called I Love Frankie's. And I Love Frankie's is a really popular new pizza joint in Worcester. I've never been there before. It is in the ghetto. It is in like one of the worst fucking neighborhoods in Worcester. Like it's up on kind of like near Vernon Hill and Union Hill, on the corner of Providence and Dorchester Street, which just sounds like if you've never been to Worcester before and you hear go to the place on the corner of Providence and Dorchester Streets. Like those just sound bad. And that's where you'll find I Love Frankie's Pizza. Now, I Love Frankie's Pizza is Italian style pizza. And all you get around Worcester, and I don't know if it's like this around the rest of the state, we have like the shittiest pizza in Worcester. It is every single fucking place is owned by a Greek guy. And it's like so set in his ways. He came to this country 35 years ago. They're all owned by the same guy. Maybe the son is taking over now, but they all fucking cook it in this greasy pan, right? And they put it in there and it comes out and it's a little crispy on the bottom. And it doesn't it's whatever. It's mozzarella and marinara sauce. So I guess you can't go completely wrong. But when I go to New York or New Haven, Connecticut, go to New Haven, it's the best. Or, anywhere in New Jersey, anywhere. Or God forbid, Chicago. Chicago pizza is a different kind of breed, but New York style pizza is just so fucking simple. It's so much better. There's just no other way around it. It's so much superior to this Greek type because it's Italian. Anything the Greeks do, the Italians do better. Everybody knows that. And it comes out, it's bigger. It's not supposed to be like floppy so the cheese comes off, but it should be able to bend. You know what I mean, Deb? Like it should bend the pizza, and you should be able to eat it that way the first couple bites. I like that. It's good. Everybody likes that. And hardly any places make that around here. I don't know why. And so I Love Frankie makes them New York style. They're big, they're greasy, and it's Italian style, right? A little floppy. I like it. It looks good. But the problem is it's so popular, and I don't know if they just don't have enough help. But I tried going there after I saw this guy's post about it, and they're like an hour and a half, they told me. Sorry, all set.
Yeah, that is insane.
I ain't waiting an hour and a half for fucking pizza. I'm sorry. Like, no. If you have that problem where you have so much, invest in another oven or some shit. You know, like that's a good problem to have. You're getting too much business. That's a great problem to have. Build more ovens, make more fucking pizza, get a better business manager. That's what I would recommend. But anyway, Dave Portnoy hears about it, goes down there, eats their pizza. Is this on my end right now or yours? Okay, it's on yours. Cool. All right. And you know, it's I think he gave it like a 7.9 or something, or 7.7. He grades it. It's all arbitrary. The ratings he gives them or whatever. Like, this is just to, like, he doesn't give anybody a rating too bad, I don't think, or too like, it's just whatever. He just wants to go and eat pizza and talk and spread his brand. That's all he's really doing. It's sponsored, etc. So anyway, Marc Lewis comes on, also does this now. So he bites off Portnoy's shtick. And again, this is not, Dave Portnoy does not have a monopoly on eating cheese pizza and giving reviews on it. To be clear, anyone can do this if they want to do this, but it's just a little bit like tacky. If I'm, you know what I mean, Deb? I mean, are you with me on that one? How do you feel?
Yeah,
about
no,
that?
I understand. Yeah, it was too soon, especially like, you know, he just did it. Like, you're doing it the exact same way. You're using the same rating system. Like, you didn't.
Yeah,
do
the
thing.
rating
You're
system.
literally just parroting him, dude.
Why don't you just do like A-? I mean, you couldn't do something like that. Like, you couldn't give it a different thing. Like, you're gonna give the same fucking 7 point whatever, like that thing. And he did. He gave this a 7 point. He went there. He filmed himself down there, and he gave him a 7.2. And I feel like he gave them half a point less because he wanted to kind of make it seem like Prez isn't a real fucking. He's not a real cheese pizza connoisseur like me. I'm the expert on this shit. Now, prior to going down there, he made this ridiculous post on the Worcester Eats page, which has quite a few, like 50,000 followers on it. And he said something like, I'm a influencer, and you know, I'm kind of an important guy, and I want to know if somebody could show me around town and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. I have a huge following. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, okay? And so this is how he starts off his post on the Worcester Eats page. So I'm a TikToker from Massachusetts. Just stop right there. I'm a TikToker. That's your fucking job. I'm a TikToker. Like, seriously, that's what we're doing now. I'm a TikToker. That's your fucking job. Anyway, from Massachusetts, who came to Worcester to do a video on the city and highlight some of the good things and bad things about the city to show what it's actually like. I reviewed I Love Frankie's. I gave it a 7.2. My buddy comes into my IG comments trying to chirp me, calling me an amateur, as if he's not an amateur.
What is that?
Chirp is like how this is like a guy who's trying to sound like, you know, trying to sound young and hip, like TikTok. He's a TikToker. This is words they use, the influencers use, the young folks like him. He's probably in his mid-30s, and he's talking about TikTokers. And so he goes, I love how he says here that Buddy is the owner of Frankie's, comes into my IG comments trying to chirp me, call me an amateur. Meanwhile, I gave his pizza a good score and enjoyed the other food I had here in Worcester. So calling me an amateur. Dude, you are an amateur. What are you talking about? Calling you, you're the definite.
He is a professional.
You fucking go on TikTok. I mean,
take him serious, Aidan. It's real life. This is how it is now.
They create these stupid accounts and they just go around eating pizza, and they're like, well, I'm no amateur. I'm an expert in cheese pizza. Like, says who? Chill out, Greg Bates. Long story short, this dude totally washed the way I looked at his place. Honestly, I could have went lower on the score, but didn't, because I don't like to trash on places, because it's really important. Like, if he gave him a 6.2, oh, it would have been a huge deal. Meanwhile, he's in Prez's Grill while he's doing a review of his place. Feel like I tried the wrong pizza place in Worcester. And then he's like, okay, so he posts about it. I've been chirped at, blah, 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 blah. I just thought I didn't think he was necessarily like a bad person, because I got a lot of blowback from this one, right? I got a lot of blowback from this one. People were like, you know, tell him like a lot of people follow him, I guess, that follow me. And they're like, well, I like both of you guys, and blah, 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 blah. And I even said some things in there about him that, like, I'm like, I looked at some of his other stuff about, like, you know,
yeah, the mall and stuff. You said
the Square One Mall. I'm like, that's interesting. At least that's original. Like, you can't find that anywhere. Like, create something that is original. That's what I recommend.
Yeah, stick with that stuff. Yeah.
The content that you're going to find on Turtleboy for the most part is original. You're not going to find the Monica Cannon Grant shit anywhere. You can't, like, that's why, and that's what's made this blog successful. I've been able to do this and make a living on this for over 8 years now, is because I create things that nobody else creates. And so if I were to just do pizza reviews, I would not make a living off of that, because you can get that elsewhere. And so that's what this guy's not understanding. Is like the Square One Mall thing going through. That's interesting. Nobody else is doing that. Do more of that. The true crime stuff locally. Nobody else is doing that. Do that. You could do something interesting with that. So anyway, he, for whatever reason, is extremely sensitive about this shit. And then there was a follow-up. Can anybody, and by the way, did you see his comment there about, to Mike Casello there? Did you see what he said? Go back up. The one to Mike Casello above the Dave Portnoy tweet. No, down. Other way.
Down now? You just told me.
Yes.
So it's
that was yeah, before. Keep going. Keep going. I like that. Again, one. So do I, actually. Keep going. I'll tell you when. Okay, right there. Okay, so he goes, when reviewing pizza, you only review cheese, rookie. And that's the kind of shit that pisses me off. Rookie. Like, okay, he's an expert. He's not a rookie. But again, that's literally Dave Portnoy's fucking thing. It's like, we only do cheese, right? If you put anything on the pizza, it doesn't count as a rating review. It's like, dude, get your own fucking shtick, dude. I just thought it was pathetic. And I didn't shit on him too much, but I just wanted to be like, I think this guy's a fucking loser and a clown. And the fact that these people with social media accounts have the ability to, like, kind of like, if they want to, wield mobs against small businesses, and you're not a fucking food expert. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, right. Anyway, let's see the follow-up blog I did on him today, because there was some shit in there. He did a couple. He has responded. He has responded to this.
You have a Cash App too, by the way.
I do. I don't. I had one from 7 Pounder I already read.
Oh, you got that? All right, cool. That's it.
Yeah, I already read that one, right?
I just saw his message.
Okay. Yes, we got your cat. Thank you, 7 Pounder. All right. Oh, I do have a few turtle chats, and I'll bring them up shortly as soon as this one's over. So let's see what we got here. So he has responded to the blog. Okay. Now he wants to pretend like he's the big deal, and I'm not. But yet he responded to me within like an hour, and then in a response to the response a couple hours later, let's just watch. Go down. Let's watch. When was the first one? I forget which one. I don't know if I put these in the right order.
Oh, right order. Okay, hold on.
Let's see. The first one was the second one. The second one was actually first.
First, yeah.
So play the second one first.
Hey guys.
Load. All right, don't load.
Honest to God, dude, I have no idea what to even say to this shit. Like, if you go read the article, it's just like callous, spiteful shit with no motive for no fucking reason. Again, you can go read this on Facebook or whatever if you want. I'm gonna make a video tonight about it, just breaking it down step by step. Wow. But again, go read it if you want. Like I said, I'll go over it tonight. It's basically just this guy calling me annoying or like entitled, self-important, and a bunch of other like empty insults, I guess. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Keep in mind, this all started with me giving a pizza place, I Love Frankie's, a positive review, telling people to try it. Like I said, I'll break this down tonight, but yeah, if you, I don't even know what to tell you, honest to God.
So he's really important. He's a really important guy. Now go back up. Let's see this. He breaks the whole thing down. Let's see how he does.
Okay, so as you guys have probably seen today, Turtleboy decided to write this article about me. Now, mind you, this was prompted, I'm assuming, because I gave I Heart Frankie's a good review, told people to go check them out. The owner responds to me insulting me, right? So I took a public comment and used it as content in a public Facebook group. And this dude was in the comments kind of saying the same thing, going, oh, you're a bootleg Portnoy, this, that, and the other thing. I'm talking about Turtleboy here. First off, I find the bootleg Portnoy comment very interesting because your website used to be called Turtleboy Sports. You've since changed the name. Second, what do you do that much differently from what?
Okay, so first things first, did he really call it an emergency? So did he use the word emergency? No, it's a serious question. Did he?
I don't think so. Did he? Did you say urgent?
Because she puts this in quotes. Did he use? Because that matters. I didn't notice if he used it. Did he use the word emergency?
What Dave first did when he first.
Why wouldn't let me
started? I'm really not sure. But let's go through this article piece by piece in the time we have. First thing, Marc apparently started.
So he didn't actually say the word emergency. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, just because Prez is also another one of his things is the quote unquote emergency live. Like whenever he does an emergency live, he calls it an emergency or like, an unplanned broadcast. He calls it emergency press conference. That's his thing. And so I want, you know what I call mine? I call them impromptus because you know why? I wanted to do emergency, but it's taken. And so it's like, if I start calling my emergency live, if I start calling these like the lives that I do out of nowhere, if I start calling them emergency lives, I would feel like kind of like a chump doing that. Cause I'm like, well, I'm stealing someone else's shtick. I mean, he doesn't have a copyright on the word emergency, but I would feel like I'm kind of stealing his shtick a little bit. I don't know. And so I'm like, I have to come up with the second word. I came up with impromptu. I don't like it as much as emergency. I like emergency more than impromptu, but impromptu is the second best word I can come up with unless somebody can come up with another word. And now I've seen other people biting off of me using the impromptu one. Okay. I guess other people don't respect creators the way that I do, but I digress. Okay. So let's play the rest of that video. The first one.
Dating advice and filming self eating a pizza. He's a real stallion. So let's bring in some variety. This is a video I did about how cool Dominican people are. This is a video I did for my mom's little farmhouse up in New Hampshire right here. This is a free video I did for Kowloon at 213,000 views. I have another one from a couple of months back that's at like 700,000. Here's a video about the Celtics. Another video about the Celtics, Massachusetts restaurants that used to be around. My biggest video about the Celtics. And another one right down here just for good measure. He posted this screenshot from this event announcement I had a month back at Hurricane O'Reilly's. It says this makes him important or something. Nope, just means I'm involved and was lucky enough to get invited out someplace. I'm sorry nobody's invited you anywhere for any reason. Then this.
Pause. Okay, so this whole like, well, I get invited places and you don't.
Sorry, nobody invites you anywhere.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? We had a golf tournament. We have fucking plenty of events that people have attended. Like, what are you talking about? I don't get invited anywhere. I'm a regular guest on the fucking Howie Carr show, the Jerry Callahan show. Like, what have you been invited on, dude? You're fucking nobody. You're a fucking loser with a TikTok account. That's all you are. And that's all you ever will be. Rewind that just a little bit. He said something else in there that caught my eye.
I don't even know if I can rewind it. Like, there's no bar. It's just like this play button.
This, my 100,000 follower announcement. Yeah, I've been doing this for almost 10 years. That does mean a lot to me.
You can't?
Me, absolutely. But this just comes off callous for no real reason in my eyes. This is your predictable stealing Portnoy shtick thing.
Bring it up on my end then. I got it.
Because you have, you don't have TikTok either, right?
Yeah,
like it just goes like this.
Yeah, okay. I'll bring it up. Hold on. I'm going to bring it up on my end.
Article about me. Now, mind you, this was prompted, I'm assuming, because I gave I Heart Frankie's a good review, told people to go check them out. The owner responds to me insulting me, right? So I took a public comment and used it as content in a public Facebook group. And this dude was in the comments kind of saying the same thing, going, oh, you're a bootleg Portnoy, this, that, and the other thing. I'm talking about Turtleboy here. First off, I find the bootleg Portnoy comment very interesting because your website used to be called Turtleboy Sports. You've since changed the name. Second, what do you do?
Okay, so what is he saying there? That by calling the website Turtleboy Sports, I was ripping off Dave Portnoy? Is that what he's saying?
I don't even understand what his point was. Like, I
think his point was that your website used to be called Turtleboy Sports, and Barstool Sports is called Barstool Sports. So they both have the word sports in them. So you're ripping off them. It must
be the ripoff. Oh yeah.
Well,
nothing else ever has.
Yeah,
sports in
because
it, right?
if you go back and read for 8 years ago, that was my thing. Was about sports. I have since stopped writing about sports, so I rebranded it as Turtleboy Daily News. I know this is hard to figure out, Mark, but keep up. Let's go. More.
do that much differently from what Dave first did when he first started. I'm really not sure. But let's go through this article piece by piece in the time we have. First thing, Marc apparently started a TikTok channel where he goes around giving dating advice and filming himself eating a pizza. He's a real stallion. So let's bring in some variety. This is a video I did about how cool Dominican people are. This is a video I did for my mom's little farmhouse up in New Hampshire right here. This is a free video I did for Kowloon at 213,000 views. I have another one from a couple of months back that's at like 700,000. Here's a video about the Celtics. Another video about the Celtics. Massachusetts restaurants that used to be around. My biggest video about the Celtics. And another one right down here just for good measure. He posted this screenshot from this event announcement I had a month back at Hurricane O'Reilly's. It says this makes him important or something. Nope, just means I'm involved and is lucky enough to get invited out someplace. I'm sorry nobody's invited you anywhere for any reason. Then this, my 100,000 follower announcement. Yeah, I've been doing this for almost 10 years. That does mean a lot to me. Absolutely, I've been grinding at it.
Okay, first of all, I've been doing this for 10 years. How long has TikTok even been invented?
Not 10 years.
I've been doing this for 10 years. He goes, I've been grinding. You've been grinding?
Eating cheese pizza for 10 years and talking
about it. You make videos in your fucking car, dude. You've been grinding. Grinding what? Swag weed into fucking blunts? What are you talking about? I've been grinding. Stop it. Let's play some more.
This just comes off callous for no real reason in my eyes. This is your predictable stealing Portnoy shtick thing. Dave invented the scale. I use it. He's not the only food critic on planet Earth. If I go to open a door, do I need to invent a new doorknob every time? Or can I just use the one that someone else designed? Let me know. Goes on anyway. Marc Lewis apparently decided to film himself at Frankie's a couple weeks after.
First of all, let me just say here, Dave Portnoy is not, what he doesn't understand is Dave is not a food critic. The whole purpose of the pizza reviews isn't because anyone gives a shit about what his thoughts on pizza are. They're entertained by him. They just want to hear him talk. They just like to hear him talk for 5 minutes. It's why, like, when I do impromptu lives, some people just tune in because they're just interested to hear what I have to say today. Like if I did a 5-minute broadcast every day, people would just watch it. They'd be like, let's just see what he has to say. It's just something to do. Okay. It's a short amount of time. It lasts as long as a cigarette. It's literally like it's convenient to watch. It has nothing to do. People do not tune in because they're interested in what he has to say about pizza. That's not the fucking point, you idiot. Okay, but I digress.
Portnoy did, not enough people noticed. We were filming a YouTube video, first of all. So what do live eyes have anything to do with that project? Let me know. And like I said, yes, I posted in a Worcester food group about how this dude was chirping me and trying to give me shit for my score. The good score, by the way. I gave this guy a 7.2. Then it says, I'm a TikToker right there, like mocking the quote. Like, dude, 1, you follow me. 2, you have a whole TikTok account that you post on regularly. Your videos just don't get many views, which is...
Okay, so now this is the shit that pisses me off, too. Oh, dude, you have I don't have a TikTok account. That's not my fucking account. It's a fan run account. Sorry, you don't get the views. Yeah, dude, it's called a fucking blog. I run a fucking blog. I don't live on TikTok all day like a fucking child. Okay, I don't use an app made for women and small children made by red Chinese people. I don't do that. Okay, I write content every day. The other things, the Instagram, it's all supplementary to the blog itself. The Facebook page, the Twitter account. People are like, oh, you lost Facebook, you're done. It's like, no, that was supplementary to the fucking blog. It was a device used to promote my content. That's all. I don't give a fuck about TikTok at all. And you're right. I've put zero effort into it at all. Congratulations, dude. You put all your eggs in one basket. You got more TikTok followers than me. Congratulations. You're really special, dude. You've really done a lot with your life, grinding for the last 10 years. Good job.
A you problem has nothing to do with anybody else. You're a grown-ass man who calls yourself a TikToker. Bow your head in shame.
No, he doesn't.
Dude, maybe if you kept up with the times, you'd be doing better numbers. I don't know, just a guess. But this is big old man yelling at cloud energy. I don't know, again, what this dude is mad at TikTok for. Here's a nice condescending comment. I could have went lower on the rating system, but I didn't because I don't like trashing places. I don't. Oh, dude, that's so generous of you. You're a really, really important person, etc., etc. That's bitter. I don't know how else to describe that. This goes on and it says more of the same. Again, this just like weird content vitriol for, I don't know why. I don't know what this.
And by the way, the guy's playing this whole thing off like somebody who doesn't matter, right? Like, oh, who are you, Turtleboy? You have no influence. Nobody reads you. Then why the fuck why are you wasting your time? You're a big shot, Marc Lewis, right?
So irrelevant.
You're a big shot, but I'm the irrelevant one who you're going to respond to twice and make these TikToks for twice. How the fuck did you even know about it? If I'm so irrelevant, then how the fuck did you find the blog so quickly, Marc? Tell me that. Oh, bro, I don't even know what this. I'm passive aggressive up here. Like, bro, like, whoa, chill out, dude. I'm sorry you don't like get invited to places, dude. Like, I do. Like, I'm like a big shot. I have like a TikTok account, and like people want my dating advice, and like they want to know what I think about pizza and Celtics and stuff. Like, sorry you don't. Like, maybe just get with the times, boomer. Yeah, like old man yellow cloud vibes. Yeah. FML. Like, whoa. He was gonna say full stop any minute, wasn't he? He was about to say full stop. Right. Okay. Yeah. So let me play a little more.
Stu's mad at. Then right here, he kind of compliments me at the end, which is a little confusing, but okay, thanks, I guess. Again, I don't know what the point of this dude writing this was. I didn't start this problem. This guy does write about some important shit. I just don't know what he was trying to do with this piece.
He said something. He said something nice about me.
Okay, so as you guys
so he's mad chill. Now I did find that was his response to me, and I think what else did he write in his? He wrote, he's also posted this on various pages. I'll bring it up right here. He reminds me of someone who cries after they have sex. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, he does. Let's see. Hey guys, let's see. This is what he actually writes. I'm an influencer. Trust me, I hate the word too. No, you definitely don't hate the word. Like if you hate the word, you wouldn't go on there and be like, I'm an influencer here in Mass. And as a side gig, I build and manage social media accounts for businesses. Do you though? Do you? If any of you would be interested in having me work with you or do some promotion for your businesses on my TikTok, reach out. Love to work with you. So he's going full Greg Bates now. He's being like, so he's built up the channel and now he's going to start selling local. Trust me, you're going to want to be on my channel. Trust me. Everybody wants to be on my channel. Everybody wants to be featured by pizza connoisseur Marc Lewis. Sure thing, Mark. Sure thing. You're a really important guy. He's a social media manager, guys. He's really important. And I also got an email from his former roommate, actually. They sent me in this one. They go, I used to live with Marc Lewis 4 years ago. And she's like, it was the worst experience of my life. Like the dude was a fucking pig, an animal. And she goes, this is his bathroom scale. I don't know how, like, she's like just covered in dirt. There's this fucking filthy towel hanging on the wall, but it gets better. We found some more TikTok. I went back through his TikToks and I found some more interesting ones. Let's bring a couple of them up here. Now I have one. He's got dating advice here. Okay. This is his, remember, just the arrogance of somebody like this to think that you're in a position to give dating advice. Who are you? Like what are you, fucking Casanova? Who do you think you are? Derek Jeter or some shit? Dating advice? Okay,
this is how you pick up older women.
Yeah, it's like
you're not like a sugar boy or whatever the fuck. Little like
yeah, like the whole picking up older women thing too is fucking creepy. He's like, dude, he had one comment like, you need a lot of energy because you know him. He fucks all night. Because Marc Lewis, he's just gonna.
You better pound those motherfuckers.
Oh, dude, he's gonna.
They're
Marc Lewis is gonna pound your pussy so hard, ladies. You better be ready for it. Just understand. It's not like his fault. He's just got a lot. He's a higher energy guy. You know, he's a lot of cheese pizza. I don't know if you know that. He watches the Celtics, and then he fucks. And you know, his young guy's like, hey, no offense. There's like weird boomer vibes going on over here, but like, I just like to fuck. You know, like everybody knows that. I have a huge cock, and I just like to fucking stick it in there and just fucking jam away at the Cougars. They fucking can't get enough of it. I mean, the weirdness of this all to be like, I'm a 30-something-year-old guy who specializes in, you know, lonely 50-year-old women with low self-esteem who will fucking take anything they can to boost their own egos. Kind of a weird thing, but I digress. So this is his dating advice here. Check this out.
Yeah, right. And then the
sexual activities after my. What are the odds I engage in sexual activities after my date tonight while wearing this outfit?
That was the creepiest computer voice ever. What the fuck is this?
What are the odds I engage in sexual activities after my date tonight while wearing this outfit?
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that, Deb? You notice anything?
Okay, I'm just fucking like get a mattress that's not on the floor.
Can you get a mattress, dude? Can you get a box spring?
No, I mean, you gotta go.
apologize.
headboard.
I apologize. He has the mattress.
He has the box
He has
spring.
the box spring.
Like a big kid.
He's missing what's called a bed, though.
Like, the box spring.
Contrary to the box spring is not the bed. The bed is the fucking
the frame thing, yeah.
That
the whole frame.
Lifts it off the ground. Like you are in absolutely no position to talk about like getting pussy in like the correct way. To, like, am I gonna get pussy in this Champion brand sweatshirt tonight? Dude, you don't even have a fucking bed. Like, look at the comments. Get a damn bed already. What's up with guys just putting their mattresses on the floor? He goes, it's on a box spring. That's what he says. It's on a box spring. You can't make this shit up. Oh my God. The Champion brand sweatshirt. Oh, the real pussy magnet, this guy. Get a bed frame then, like an adult, and worry about what you're wearing. Oh my God.
He looks like he's like worried about getting shot up in the middle of the night or something. Like, oh, I gotta be lower than the window. Like, where the hell are you living, dude?
Yeah. And this guy goes, shit, I'm like 20. I do it, bro. For some reason, it's better than my oh my God. It's just like all these people. It's like, imagine putting that out there. Like, he just plays it off. Like, I'm just pussy magnet. I'm this laid back pussy magnet. And by the way, remember he said he didn't, wasn't trying to be Barstool? Then how do you explain this? How do you explain this TikTok, Mark? Let's see what this one is. Let's see. I got one right here. Oh, this is my Barstool Idol audition tape.
Announcement right here, right? I am applying to audition for Barstool Idol Season 3. I love the stool. I've been reading it like every single day since my junior year high school in 2009. And along with the application, they asked for an audition tape. So figured I'd make a TikTok out of one. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is I body views on this fucking platform. But like right here, this is last week, for example. Will Smith video right here at almost 500,000. Another Will Smith video right there at 136,000. And this was right after I'd done Massachusetts stuff the whole week before that. Right here, down here, Massachusetts video, 106,000. This one from my podcast, 41,000.
Okay,
the podcast clip it.
So I haven't even watched this whole thing yet. This is my first time watching this. So he doesn't want. Remember, he's not biting off a Barstool. It's not his thing. He literally tried out to be on fucking Barstool a year ago. Failed, obviously. Didn't even make Barstool Idol. They have like a contest every year, and 15 people get to compete for one spot or something like that. He didn't even make that. And this is his audition tape to get on there. So far, what have you seen in this audition tape, Deb?
What did I see?
Yeah, what
him pointing and shit, like fucking like an amateur.
And saying what about? And saying what? Like he's like his whole thing so far is like, I have TikTok views. Like that's
Look,
what
I have views on my videos. Look at all my views.
That's what makes. Not like I'm funny or an entertaining or I do something original or anything like that. It's like, oh, I got a TikTok, and he said I body views. I've been bodying this. Like, dude.
What?
Oh, stop trying so hard to sound hip, dude. You sound like you're trying so hard.
10K. This one over here is at 56,000. Then bottom left over here, 67,000. These are 2 restaurant reviews I did for places in Massachusetts, one at 150,000, one at 41,000. That top left video is like a Massachusetts rant, 191,000. This video right here in the middle, 152,000. That's just like a video that I wrote a joke about Massachusetts on and put music behind it.
He's still talking about his views.
This is my podcast TikTok that I just started literally 2 weeks ago. We're already at 347 followers.
Whoa.
And I already had a couple of videos here. You can see them over here. This is an interview clip from one I did with Jermaine Wiggins. That's at 50,000. Then right here is kind of another Massachusetts like soliloquy solo thing that I did that's at 15,000. My side hustle up here in Massachusetts is building and managing TikTok accounts for independent businesses up here. This is a guy I've had for about 6-7 months. He's at 20,000. He does eBay, like reselling and buying and selling. This is an exotic pet shop in Stoneham I was with for about 6 months, got them to 15K. This is the first account I ever did. This is a card shop up in Peabody. When I left them and parted ways, they were at 30,000. I also used to make memes on my own. Here's one of them. This is my most viral one that I did for the service industry.
He said I make
This was another bang. This is the first account I ever did. This is a card shop up in Peabody. When I left them and parted ways, they were at 30,000. I also used to make memes on my own. Here's one of them.
I want to see that meme. I want to see the meme he thought was funny.
Real
people, what kind of women do you find attractive? Me? Thick. See, I'm funny. I'm funny.
Hilarious.
I'm fucking hilarious. Like, what? In fairness, this is the kind of untalented hack that Barstool tends to hire, but
memes on my own. Here's one of them. This is my most viral one that I did for the service industry.
So me looking out my apartment window in quarantine, wishing I was Drupal sat and
What?
ready to fight a chef.
What does that mean?
Okay, I have no idea.
Shit, do we need to pull up like Urban Dictionary or something? What the fuck is
I don't
quadruple
know.
stat?
Three.
Ready
This
to
was
fight
another
what,
banger
chef?
as well that I
Like Gordon
made.
Ramsay?
I've got some
banger.
pretty big shout outs from meme pages. I made this one on my own too. And this one. And
he did it
this
all by
one.
himself.
And this one as well.
Oh my god.
Another fun fact, I've actually used a couple of your
Oh my
guys'
God.
blogs as background source information for some of my TikToks and talked about them on my own and gave my own commentary. This one Dante did about the Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell trial. This is at 1.3 million views. This is my highest viewed video on this platform. It's my top
This
pinned
is someone
TikTok.
else's shit.
I've done
He's
man
like,
on the
I
street
promise
shit
you,
locally
it's
here,
1.3
like in
million
Southie.
views.
This is at 108,000 views. I used to do a bunch of service industry content. These are two of my biggest videos right here. And then this one bottom left over here is my biggest service industry video ever. That's at almost 800,000 views. I've done a bunch of true crime shit that slapped as well. This one right here is about the Boston serial killer that throws people in the river. It's at 150,000 views. This is the second one I did that's at 13,000. Then I did this one about true crime hot takes. That's at 229,000. This next one's at 11,000. I used one of Chief's blogs as a background for another.
Oh my fuck! I can't even watch anymore. It's basically like, so what your talent is. Your talent is that you fucking go. Yeah, I see that. We don't have to put that one on. His talent is that he goes and he reads Barstool
That's a good
blogs.
question, Carolyn.
Why is he parting ways with companies that are? That's another good question too.
Right? You got them to 38K and then you just decided not to do it anymore. That was what they wanted. Like
It's also not an audition. You're just like, hey, like I read your blog and then I'm really important because this one has this amount of views and this one has this amount of views. This guy, I mean, people are like, you got the wrong impression of this guy. He's not so bad. No, he's worse. He's much fucking worse. He's a fucking loser, but he's not like a bad person. I don't like compared to the people that we normally highlight, but
no, he's
and
just,
then,
he's
people
just
were like,
really hard.
People were like, you're having, like this is a slow news day, blah blah blah. It's like, yes, it is a slow. Like, yes, this is what I'm doing today. Sometimes I tend to do that, folks. I mix up the content. We do a serious piece here and there. We did a pretty big story earlier in the week about the family of the shooter in Highland Park that no one else had talked about yet at the time. Kind of broke that story, if you will. No one else had really delved into his mother and what a trash bag she was, and blah blah blah. And yes, and then other times we like to do things about little shit postings going on about, people who consider themselves influential TikTokers and they're shitting on small businesses in Worcester. Yeah, so we do tend to do that sometimes as well. Okay, let's go on to the next story because I've had quite enough of this, gentleman. Before we do that, let me bring up, we got a couple donos here I want to bring up. Let's see, my first one here. Yeah, we could do the Monica one next. Okay. So you can get that loaded up. Okay, so our first one here is from, let's see. You need to make more videos telling us about your video. I know, right? Bro, I did this blog. It's got fucking 20,000 views. This blog over here got 50,000 views. This one over here, 1.4 million views. Did last year. Biggest one I ever did. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyway, so we have from Suzanne, sends $50. She says, for Monica's nails. Yeah, she's going to need that now. The piggy bank is run dry. Lauren De Laguna sends 25, says, hey, thank you for all your help starting my channel. Cannot wait for our interview. It's scheduled so people can click now for a notification. Thank you very much, Lauren. We also have one from Bobby Jambalaya, sends a hundo and says bootleg Portnoy. Looks like a cheese pizza eating chud muffin that got his third baby mama pregnant behind a 7-Eleven in Framingham. Someone's been reading their Turtleboy. Thank you very much, Bobby Jambalaya, for the generous dono there. We have $40 from a llama who says Ryan Waters can't eat mandarin oranges, but he can eat a bag of dicks. I will say this, llama. There is like a 99.9% chance that donut right there in this clip ends up in his next motion in court filings, which is going to be fucking hilarious to bring up. Somebody donated money to the show and said, I can't eat oranges, but I can't eat a bag of dicks. This is homophobic and it hurts my feelings. Sue the defendant. Give me $1 million. Okay. That's going to be Ryan Waters. And so what else do we got here? Where'd it go? Here it is. One more says $10 says from a few pounds of snakes. Oh, this is from David, I'm guessing. From the Turtle Riders favorite co-host. Keep fighting the good fight. Never surrender. Thank you very much, David. I appreciate that very much so. All right. So again, if anybody else would like to donate, the link is in the top there. Turtle Chat, whatever message you write on there will show up on the screen. Okay.
And guys, I just put Turtleboy just put up a link in the comments that's to Lauren's channel if you want to subscribe.
We did? Okay, so good. Thank you very much for doing that. Okay, so let's talk about Monica, the other story. What was the, okay, maybe we can get to the guy a little later, but let's talk about Monica, because this is the really good shit. So she did a rant, and I have the whole thing actually on my end. I'm going to pull it up over here. So
you're going to read it?
What was that?
You're going to read it, right? It's just all video, though, right? Did she put anything? It's all video, right?
Yeah, I have the whole video on my end. That's correct. So I do have some key points here. So Monica Kearney Grant, I don't even have to spend any time talking about who she is because we all know who Monica is at this point. It is just getting better and better by the day, Deb. When she was arrested in March, I'm like, she can't stop talking. And when she got arrested in March, I'm like, well, maybe this might actually do it because she's in such deep fucking shit now. She has to realize she's in fuck. Like she's going to go to jail. She's being charged with 18 felony charges by the federal government. They are not fucking around. They defrauded the government for unemployment. They're by, collecting all this money while also collecting paychecks from Violence in Boston. They have the text messages to prove all that. They have evidence that she took all these donations from Violence in Boston and used them to enrich herself with nail salons and Uber Eats and trips to, spas and hotels. And she also used that money to get a mortgage. That's ultimately how she got caught, is she tried to use the Violence in Boston money to get a mortgage. Now, she is so used to just, calling people racist and intimidating them in order to get her way. And for a long time, this worked because Monica Kearney Grant got to where she was. And we've talked about this a million times. She's nothing without the most powerful people in Massachusetts backing her up. She was sought out. Her endorsement was sought after by people like Michelle Wu, this new city councilor, Tanya Anderson. Who else is the other one there? Kendra Hicks, sucks dicks from District 6, that one there. They all sought her out. Julia Mejia, all these influential people. Tito Jackson. We go down the list. Who am I forgetting? Joe Kennedy, Liz Warren. Who hasn't taken a picture with this bitch? Ayanna Pressley, of course. All of them. That's how we first found her. She was Ayanna Pressley's campaign worker, manager, whatever. So
and Trump.
Monica, all those people have left since the federal indictment. And some of them left earlier. Rachael Rollins distanced herself immediately after we started blogging about her because she realized she was bad for business. But others stuck around. But after the Boston Globe wrote about her and after the federal indictment came down in March, they could not be associated with her any longer. The walls were kicking in. And Monica is, I think she expected these people to have her back still, and they stopped returning her calls. And she has been posting a lot on various Facebook pages. She started this page called Fight for Monica. And she claims it was started by it
was 27 white women. You can get
27 white women from the suburbs, unnamed, started because she's not allowed to do this anymore. So she started, and the money cannot go through Violence in Boston, the nonprofit, anymore. So she had to, maybe some white women would start a page for her, and coincidentally they did. And in Violence in Boston, the Facebook page would share this a lot, and they continued to promote this out there. And some of that, Dee still supports her. Well, Dee, stay tuned for that. She might be in a little bit of trouble herself. Stay tuned. But this is not good because under the the terms of her release is that she can't run Violence in Boston or touch the money anymore, which meant that the nonprofit Violence in Boston needed some restructuring. So now they have a board set up, and a couple of people are on the board. One douchebag named Jordan Berg Powers, who falsely claimed 6 or 7 years ago that I called his daughter a white bitch or something like that. Complete lie. Just an asshole. When I saw he was on the board, I'm like, of course he is. And some other chick named Andrea Swain, who runs the Boys and Girls Club. But these two people, they both run legitimate institutions, like nonprofits that make money. And they can't be associated with this type of behavior. It's not good for their business. And that's all these people care about. All of them is just like their bottom line. Rachael Rollins, the only thing Rachael Rollins ever cared about was Rachael Rollins. Like, and so that's the reason she distanced herself from Monica is because Monica was bad for the Rachael Rollins brand. She did not want to be associated with that. And that's why all these other people are distancing themselves from Monica as well, is because she's bad for their brand. The worst thing Monica Cannon granted wasn't steal money. It was the biggest crime she committed was embarrassing the Democratic Party. That is why she's on trial right now. Is because they knew she was a thief the whole time. They knew she was a con artist. They knew she was trash. But she crossed the line when she embarrassed the Democratic Party by stealing all this money after all those pictures were taken with prominent Democratic politicians. She did that. So anyway, so basically the board of directors, the new board of directors fired her, I guess like a week or so ago. And she posted about it, and Violence in Boston has been dissolved. It no longer exists, which means, Deb, that she doesn't have a job anymore because under the terms for release, she could work for Violence in Boston and collect a paycheck for them. But not if it doesn't exist. Now she's just fucked. She's completely fucked. And she's fucked because of herself, because she continued to use, instead of just shutting her fucking mouth and waiting until the trial in March. That's all she had to do. But she's so convinced, like the more I talk, the more people will be convinced of my innocence. Duh. And so,
of course.
So she puts out this fucking video this week. She has not done a live video since then, since being indicted. And she has a tendency to delete these videos. And she claims she was not going to delete this one, but we knew she was going to, we downloaded it anyway, and she deleted it like an hour later. But we got the whole thing. And oh man, she is more Monica than ever now. She is coming after me. Like people, like the storm will tell you, right? The haters will tell you that, well, I had nothing to do with the downfall of Monica. You know who disagrees with that, Deb?
What'd you say? I can't hear you.
You couldn't hear me?
No, I couldn't. It broke up for a second.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's try the layup again here. So the haters will tell you that Turtleboy had nothing to do with the downfall of Monica Cannon Grant. Do you know who would disagree with that?
Monica.
Yes, Monica. That Monica fucking clearly disagrees with that. Monica, because she can't fucking stop talking about me. I'm all she talks about. Because she knows that I am my blogs were the reason that she is no longer in this position anymore. Because I wouldn't stop writing about her. So let me play some clips of this tape. It's an hour and 17 minutes. We're obviously not going to watch the whole thing. Okay. But I'm going to play some clips of it right here. All right, let's pull it up on my end. All right, here we go. Yeah.
It is not, we can't really hear it. Hey, we can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No.
You can't hear it? Okay.
Hear it it's like wicked low.
Okay, let me change my audio then. That's my built-in mic. Let me play this.
Nope. Still nothing.
Wait, you can't hear it? Can you hear that?
Nope.
You can't hear that?
Nope.
This?
Nope, it's wicked low. You can hear her like muttering, but you can't
Okay,
tone of her voice, but no words.
Give me 1 sec here. Let me do this thing. How about that? Okay, I'll try this. What the fuck? Hold on. Settings. Audio. Let's go to. Just want this. Let me unplug this. Okay. Now let's. Can you hear me, Deb?
I hear you. Yep.
Okay. Let me pull this up a little. Can you hear that?
Who at the time was the top cop who I campaigned for. I messaged this elected official, hey, the Joint Terrorism Task Force has been questioning friends of mine about me and has been calling my phone, and I'm trying to figure out why. This is problematic. I'm a Black activist. This is at a time when the media was portraying that Black Lives Matter was violent. We were burning things down. Every protest was so we could tear up shit, right? Anything I've ever done, I've documented, and I thank God for that. But let's dig a little deeper. After 2017, I got on their radar.
So she's saying here that the Joint Terrorism Task Force in 2020 started contacting her, which I did not know. Apparently, that Rayla Campbell video, in which she threatens to like blow someone's fucking head off, if you recall in that video, and accuses her of writing white penis. Apparently, that did get the attention of some important people because she was contacted about this, and she immediately starts contacting Rachael Rollins, who stopped returning her phone calls because she was a fucking embarrassment and hadn't picked up on this yet.
White supremacist news blog.
That's
I
me.
won't say the name.
Turtleboy.
But he began to write about it. And at first it was an article here, an article there, an article here, an article there.
Yeah.
Do you know last night, one of my team members from the Fight for Monica team put together a spreadsheet of every time that this man has written about me, blogged about me, or did a whole show about me. 200.
Bitch, that was you. Nobody cares that much.
244 fucking
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. The big pause.
Okay, 244 times. Make it 245, bitch. Actually, first of all, I don't think it's that many. Like, I saw her spreadsheet, and some of those things on there had nothing to do with her. I think she's taking a little bit more credit, but I would say at least 50 times, maybe 100.
Oh, yeah.
All the live shows. Because you know why we talk about you that many times, Monica? Because you're interesting. Because you're newsworthy, like, because you're influential, because you mattered. You mattered, whether or not you had serious influence on some of those powerful fucking people. And you're a psychopath. And to me, that is newsworthy. You made a lot of fucking money. You're a criminal. And you did it openly for the world to see. And that is exactly the kind of people that we write about, and we write about, and we write about, and we write about. And you know when we stop writing about you? When you fucking end up in the Turtleboy graveyard, which is where you're at now. Not a literal graveyard. Right. We're not actually going to try to kill you. You're not that important to try to kill. But we are going to destroy your career. And rightfully so. Because you're a criminal. And your ways must end, Monica, dear. And believe me, I'm going to miss you more than anyone in your jail. Because you're a content machine, girl. And that's where I'm going to come. I'm going to bring your fat ass some cookies in jail. I'm going to be there. Put me on the list, baby girl. I'll
bring her a nice cheese sandwich, please.
Because you know who's not. I'll bring my cheese sandwich, right? And you know who's not going to visit you? You know who ain't going to visit you? Rachael Rollins, Julia Mejia. None of them are going to visit you. They're going to move on. They're going to find new activists to get behind because you're no longer useful to them. You know why, Monica? Because of me. I did that to you. Nobody else. Other people helped, obviously. Rayla Campbell helped a lot. All our supporters helped a lot, spreading the word about you. But you would have gotten away. If Turtleboy did not exist as an entity, you would still be doing all this now. So let's play some more.
25 hours of YouTube footage. When in 2021, matter of fact, no. Since he is 9 months. Yes, in 2021, I went to I got a call that DCF was called on me. At this point, I have been ambushed by white supremacists. I've been trolled. I've been stalked. So I went to the court. I have sent a group text message with every elected official in this city, from the mayor to every city councilor, Kim Janey, Michelle Wu, Lydia Edwards, Rachael Rollins, Maura Haley. I put them all in a group text message. I said that I got a phone.
Time out. The fact that she has all these people's
These are some of the most powerful people in this state. Marty Walsh, Maura Healey, all these people. And she has her text messages. She's just writing group text messages to them. And this is in 2020, before Walsh was in the Biden administration, who was still the mayor of Boston. And she just has these people's number at her disposal. She just texts them whenever she wants. And why is she texting them? Because I wrote blogs about her being a racist psychopath. If you guys haven't heard that video of her, threatening to kill Rayla Campbell, go listen to it. It is fucking awful. Rayla Campbell's a black woman married to a white man who was running against Diana Presley for Congress. So she accused her of riding white penis for a credit score, and shit on black men who liked pink uncooked vagina. She called it. She called Rayla melanin adjacent. Not really black, because she has a white husband and isn't a liberal, so she doesn't count as being black. She took her blackness away from her, apparently. For some reason, all we did was expose her for that and her connection to left-wing politicians. And so what does she do? She contacts all the left-wing politicians like, you all need to silence this guy, because she's so fucking stupid, too. That's the other beauty of this. She's really, really a stupid criminal, Deb. Like, some criminals are smart.
Yes.
They're built for this shit. She is not built for this. She's really, really fucking stupid. Just the fact that she got caught so easily, tried to use the fucking VIB account to get a mortgage. Like, are you stupid?
Right?
Yes,
Exactly.
you are. You're really, really dumb.
You should really stop procreating too, because you're just bringing more stupid in the
Yeah,
world.
why would she? She's got like 1 million fucking kids. She's like, I'm gonna get pregnant again. Why, bitch?
Like,
Why?
I got 9 kids and I have a heart attack every fucking 10 seconds. Like, oh yeah, I'm a picture of health.
Let's have a kid. Yeah. By the way, Patty Brosnan just sends $50. No comment with it on Cash App, but I appreciate that very
Thanks,
much.
Patty.
Thank you.
Call from an
Follow us
activist
on YouTube,
this
or
man plans to ambush my block party, which is an event for kids.
I'm gonna
I am
ambush the
9
block
months
party.
pregnant. I am reaching out to y'all again for help, because if he runs up on me and I'm 9 months pregnant, I'm going to defend myself. And I don't want anybody coming to try to talk to me after I defend myself because I'm asking for help. You know what happened? Crickets.
Yeah, bitch, they don't like you.
Crickets. I got crickets. One of the elected officials responded, please contact my office. Go to the courts immediately and get a harassment order. I met with your office. Your cyber crimes unit. I met with your office, and they told me it wasn't shit they could do for me.
So she sent these people an email, and some lowly staff person at Maura Healey's office is just like, yeah, go get a harassment order. Like, she contacted cyber crimes, telling them what? This guy wrote a blog criticizing me. Like,
Right?
But then she adds in all the theatrics about like, oh, he's outside my house ambushing me. Okay, cool. That sounds awful. Do you have any evidence of that? No. But everybody's a white supremacist. Like, you need what's called evidence in a court of law. Okay. Yeah, I know you in the court of public opinion, you don't. So you can just go out there and you can call me a racist and a white supremacist and all that stuff. And the First Amendment protects you to say those things, and that's fine. Nobody with the brain takes you seriously. Obviously, I don't really care. Your insults mean nothing to me. Pedophile. Before you're just gonna throw names out there, pedophile. But in a court of law, if you want the attorney general to do something about it, you need fucking evidence, and you don't have any, dear. And that's smart people understand that. You're not smart. You're stupid. And you're probably too stupid to know you're stupid, to know that I've just destroyed you. I win. Yeah, I beat you, Monica, mostly because I'm smarter than you. Like, that's all this comes down to. I'm much craftier than you. You had all the influence and you had the privilege. You had everything at your disposal to beat me, but you didn't. I beat you because I'm smarter than you and I'm more committed than you. I show up. I come to you. I come to your protests and I protest your protests. That's what I do. And you also kind of underestimated what a vindictive cunt I am. I am an extremely vindictive cunt. I don't stop when I see people like you. I take them down. I destroy them, and rightfully so, because you're a bad person, Monica. You're a bad person. And now you can't hurt anyone else anymore. I went to middle and high school with her. She's a piece of shit. Of course she is.
I met with both the DA and the AG's office, and I was told it wasn't nothing. Do you know how I am going to drop photos of spreadsheets? I sent them an email that had so many attachments of the death threats that I had to send duplicate emails. It is gaslighting as fuck for these black and of color elected officials and even the clear ones. But I don't have no expectations.
Clear. That's not racist at all.
Gaslighting as fuck to act like y'all don't know about the white supremacists that have been coming through the city of Boston, that have been on people's backs, that are marching through downtown Crossing like y'all didn't know. I have spreadsheets of every attack. 244 times this man has written about me. 25 hours of YouTube footage, and I was.
Hey Deb, look, I'm clear folk. I'm clear folk. I'm clear folk. I'm clear folk now.
You can't see you
I'm
at all.
clear folk. Whoa! I mean, I'm clear folk. You can see right through me.
Invisible motherfuckers.
I'm officially. So this is what she's talking about by clear folk, huh?
But I couldn't get a harassment order. Meanwhile, Liz Miranda gets a harassment order.
You got a point
after
there.
A couple of Facebook interactions, and it's supported by all the black elected officials. But I wasn't respectable enough to be protected. That's gaslighting as fuck. Y'all get no passes. I'm not going to be quiet. Fed kids or not. I don't give a shit about the white supremacists or those patriots, neo-Nazis walking through Boston. Them.
They came for you.
The white supremacist news blog and the police is one and the same. The reason why the police were late to respond is because they had to go home and change clothes. When I tried to file a police report for a harassment order after they ambushed my grand opening, ambushed the press conference, and I was ambushed.
So ambushed? Remind me what we did to ambush the grand opening of Violence in Boston. What did we do?
Was there 6 people standing respectful distance away from
6
her?
of us. One of them was Shannon LeBerry. And one of them was her mother, so that's 2 out of the way. And then it was like me, Tony Fed, who I've blogged about half the people that were at that protest.
Turtleboy 6 is like the Turtleboy 2 now.
I know. I ended up turning on half of those.
Strike them down.
The one I'm still friends with, Monica and Margaret, Peggy, as we call her.
If I recall, only person who got ambushed was you when fucking her little boy there tried to run at you.
Yeah. They literally sent the thugs out at us. And then 3 weeks later, she was to hold a protest outside of Boston Police Headquarters. And we went down there. We got there first. We took over the podium. And then she brought her Antifa thugs there. Remember Grantifa? Grantifa tried to stop us from getting to her. And she brought her thugs down there. It's like, but she called the cops on us after that. And then we found out, we got a hold of the police report that she filed. And it was she got this corrupt cop that she knew at the Roxbury headquarters to file this report or whatever. She tried to get an order on me, didn't even make it to court because judges in Boston apparently do their fucking job in some courthouses, which is not the one Janetti goes to, and denied her the right to a hearing.
A standout outside of the Boston Police
Yes,
Department.
it was.
I tried to file a harassment order because I have a fear of police and I don't like to talk to them and I didn't want to do it. I was advised by my then mentor to file a report in order to get a harassment order. So I said, instead of going in the station, I called a friend.
You know who the then mentor is?
Who was that? That was
Zaina Merchant. Zaina Merchant, who she's no longer talking to. I think she got grand juried.
Called a friend who put me on the phone with a black police officer who knew who I was and understood the dynamics.
It had to be a black police officer.
We're going to help you file a report. You don't have to walk into the police station. We're going to do it over the phone. Everything I'm saying, I have documentation. I said, okay, cool. We do it over the phone. I tell them everything. I tell them the instances. I show them everything. A spreadsheet of every attack. I have it categorized by year. Every attack, every ambush. I have video footage. Everything that has ever happened to me, I have fucking receipts. They said, okay, we're going to take this and we're going to process it. You're going to hear from 2 officers from our civil rights division of the police department. I said, okay. Not even 48 hours later, my police report made it to the white supremacist news blog. He put up a screenshot. It looked like a police officer allowed him to take a picture of my report. He wrote an article about me, the black police officer, the black police officer's wife, and he dragged us for filth. BPD let Monica Cannon Grant do a police report over the phone, but wouldn't let me file a police report. And he claimed to be peace.
Yeah, so yeah, that did happen. Remember, they wouldn't let me file a police report on her over the phone. They said I had to come in, but she got to do one over the phone, and she lives in fucking Boston. And so, yes, I did. Everything she said there is 100% true. That all happened. And yes, it's not fair. So I talked about it, Monica. You filed a police report on me. It was ridiculous. It was you made up lies in it, and here we are.
Protesting. He wasn't peacefully protesting. I was pregnant and I got ambushed. No protection.
You're always pregnant.
Not in this city. Not.
You're always pregnant. It's like
I was ambushed. Talk to you if you're pregnant constantly. Like, damn.
I didn't come within 50 yards of you. We stayed on the fucking sidewalk. You showed up in a goddamn SUV like you're the president, like a freaking detail show up, and I had no protection. Did you forget your thugs that you sent outside, Chris Lewis and MC Shortstack there, whatever the fuck that guy's name was? They came over and they were like, flashing the gun thing. Yeah, like getting up in our faces, trying to fight us. Like, what are you talking about? Ambushed you? Nobody's trying to ambush you. We were trying to fucking protest you in person. That's the whole fucking point, stupid. I know you think that nobody should be allowed to do that, but we're going to, and we do have that right.
Elected officials I reached out to before, not the police department. So if I can't call the police, who are supposed to serve and protect, to get a harassment order and be protected.
Okay, time out. Why the fuck are you calling the police anyway? I thought it was fuck the police.
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police. Defend the police. Oh, except when
the black officer. He's fine.
Except when somebody criticizes you, then you need the police, don't you? Huh? I mean,
only went to agree with her.
They just immediately, the first thing they do whenever they have feelings, I'm going to call the police. Yeah, I'm going to try to get an order. Yeah, except that's not how orders work. Orders are for serious things. You don't get an order. No one's ever gotten a full year order on me. Got a couple temporary ones. Those get thrown out. Anyone get a temporary one. Good luck getting a real one. But here we go.
White supremacy. We supposed to believe y'all? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. He wrote a whole article about the black police officer who really had nothing to do with it. He just helped me file the report in order to get the harassment order. I went to that courthouse downtown on New Chardon Street after I was told to by y'all's black woman elected official.
Yep.
To go file a harassment order.
So she was told, given the advice to go file a harassment order. You know what she hears in her mind when she hears that, Deb?
Wow.
What?
Educate me.
She hears in her mind there is that they told me I'm going to get the order. That's what she hears. Like, oh, there's
no
grounds. What they're really doing is passing the buck. They're like, just go to the courthouse then, try to get an order.
Yeah, we don't want to deal with you.
Oh, well, they think it's legitimate. They wouldn't tell me to go to the courthouse if they didn't. And that's what every police department says whenever they get like annoyed. Go to the court. Like, we don't do orders. Courts do. Go down there. And she goes down there. It doesn't go her way. And she's like, what the fuck? You told me to come down here. Yeah, you can go down there and try. That was your right, and it failed. So here we are.
Hold up spreadsheets. I have screenshots. She said the courts haven't caught up with the social media world. And unless they're threatening to kill you, there's nothing we could do for a harassment order. Now, the definition of harassment is if somebody is constantly stalking, trolling. It could be verbal. It could be physical, the whole nine.
That's actually not at all. Harassment is trolling. Somebody's trolling me on Facebook with harassment.
Someone's being mean on the internet. Oh my God, help me.
Also, like I've said this a million times, I don't harass Monica. I don't post on her page. She done blocked me a long time ago. If other people do that, that's on them. And quite frankly, you're somewhat of a public figure, Monica. That's going to happen. I'm not responsible for every negative comment that shows up on your page. But I digress.
I have more than enough. I have more than enough now. And what makes it dangerous is not so much him writing about. What makes it dangerous about him writing about me is that he weaponizes his following. So once he writes about me, he tells his followers to troll me. If y'all look all up and down my timeline and y'all see laughing emojis on posts that ain't laughable, it's white supremacists trolling me. They said
she went to the courthouse and goes, "There's laughing emojis on my page."
Laughing emojis equals white supremacy. Oh,
yeah, these are freaking dangerous.
Hashtag mathematics.
No, it's not just him. He weaponizes his people. Hey, what's their weapon of choice? Oh, the laugh emoji.
Everybody who's laughing at me is a white supremacist. They're all Klan members. Fuck it.
They're all the clear folk. All the clear folk. we don't use. Some people think us white people we like guns and knives and shit. No,
We
no,
just
no.
like
Bitch.
laugh motherfucking
We got the
emoji.
secret weapon, bitch. The laugh emoji. Fuck around, find
That's
out.
deep.
Fuck around, find out. We gonna laugh emoji your ass. better recognize. Better recognize.
Messages calling me all kind of fat, black, ape, monkey bitches.
No,
and
that
nobody
never
says
happens.
anything.
Nobody said that.
These elected officials are committed to doing anything about the white supremacists walking through Boston. None of them are clueless. None of them are new. And this whole notion that the FBI can't do nothing because it happened in Malden, like Malden isn't a part of Massachusetts, is straight BS.
What?
It's straight BS. They don't care. I told them back in
I'm gonna skip
2017,
one part.
top cop because she was black.
So now she's gonna talk about Rollins. Like she's really got a thing for Rollins. She fucking hates Rollins.
Continue to do. I'm so sorry. I get it. I do. And I was one of those peoples. I supported a whole top cop because she was black.
Rollins.
It did absolutely nothing for me. There's not nothing that I'm telling you that I don't have receipts and screenshots for. I can name for you every person I met with in both the DA, the AG's office from back in 2019, begging and pleading around the death threats and harassment. They do not care. They only care when it's black people protesting.
All right.
When I organize a protest, every elected official want to call my phone.
Sure.
Joint Terrorism Task Force? Oh, they find my number.
Okay.
Police don't never need you to give them a number.
Okay. So now let's
That
go
would,
to
that would be normal.
It's like this. Who owe the?
so now let's go to the we talked about Bret Killerin earlier in the week with the suicide threats. Monica's doing it too, and you should take these seriously when people say stuff like this. So let's.
Seems to be a theme of the week, huh?
It is a theme, yeah. So let's play this clip.
Makes the racism bad in the North and different from the South is in the South they kill you. In the North they'll force you to kill yourself. I've tried to commit suicide on 3 separate occasions just out of frustration. Let me tell you this, what keeps me going is my kids. If you hear that I killed myself, it's a lie. I've had every opportunity to do it and I still won't because the God I serve.
Bitch, what do you think you are, Jeffrey Epstein? If they kill myself, it's a lie. But you ain't that important to get murdered. Like you know who gets murdered? Like people who have like important shit that they can like. You don't have anything on anyone. You have nothing important to share with anyone. No one's gonna kill you. Okay. I wanted to kill myself 3 times, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it because I'm just too fucking important. They can't let them kill me. I'm too fucking important. My God told me I can't do it. Do you believe she tried killing herself 3 times?
Fuck no, she did not. She no, yeah, okay. I'm gonna announce that on Facebook, right? Just to get people to feel sorry for me.
She's a lot of
crying real tears. She's literally like trying to think of like dead puppies or something to make herself get 1 tear out of her eyes.
Right.
She
That's
can't
what
do
I'm
it.
saying. She is the textbook narcissist.
Yeah.
She's incapable of looking at other people and thinking like maybe I'm the problem here. Like it's always someone else's fault with the narcissist. And with her, it's
and fucking honestly, like you tried to commit suicide 3 times, but you can't because your kids. Sounds like you fucked up and you failed 3 times, and then now you're trying to act like your kids keep you here.
Yeah.
You just said a sentence ago you tried to kill yourself 3 times.
Yeah, she's incapable.
She'd do anything. No way.
But when I tell you, none of these elected officials give a damn. I don't care if they black.
Listen to this part.
I was popping. At the height of the movement, 2020, everybody wanted a photo. Come into my building. Oh, let's partner on this effort. Taking photos from Julia Mejia to Ayanna Presley. Every last one
Get
of
him,
them.
girl. Get him. Get him.
Let's take this photo. I
Yes.
never forget when Tanya Anderson was running and she asked if I would endorse her publicly. And I told her no, out of protection of her. Who I am in this community, you don't need the kind of hatred that I receive on a daily basis. I'm protecting you. And she was upset. Everybody wanted my life so bad, but you couldn't go through half of the shit I went through. I got spreadsheets of death.
Everybody wanted my life so bad. Bitch, you live in Taunton now and you live in
I went through so much shit when I got caught for my fucking grifting. Shit, it was so hard.
I do appreciate the fact that she's just calling out these people that want, like, she doesn't understand. Like, you all wanted my picture when I was popping in 2020. Yeah, that's because that was before I wrote about you. That was before I destroyed your reputation, Monica. That was when you were able to make all this money and you were like seen as this like Black Lives Matter activist and the Globe was propping you up. And then this guy called Turtleboy came around and just exposed you in the way nobody has ever been exposed before. And now your reputation is shit. And half the politicians left you and abandoned you after that. A couple of them stuck around. The Julia Mejias of the world, they still went to your grand opening and shit like that. And then we exposed them. And we exposed everyone who had anything to do with you. And we just kept fucking going. And you thought we would go away. And you thought your usual tactics of calling me a racist and sending thugs after me, you thought it was working. It didn't. Because you don't know who the fuck. Monica, girl, you fucked with the wrong guy. You fucked with the wrong guy. Because I'm not fucking scared of you at all. I'm not scared of your thugs. And people are like, oh, there's a lot of keyboard warriors out there. I ain't one of them. I'm the guy that shows up to your fucking grand opening. I'm the guy that disrupts your protest. I'm the one that looks up every fucking person that you have a business arrangement with and contacts with them and asks why they're associated with you. I'm that fucking guy, Monica. Ask around. Apparently you didn't know who I was before this. Maybe you should have asked your friends in Mosaic Cultural Complex who I am and what I do. I don't stop. I am your worst fucking enemy, and you're going to think about me every fucking minute that you're rotting in that jail cell. Because, Dad, I don't think she's aware of the fact that she's going to jail. I don't think
she thinks she is fucking getting off.
Yeah.
She's going to fucking be one of those people in court who collapses and makes a huge fucking scene. And people have to carry her out of there when she's convicted and going, I can't believe this. It's going to be constantly an act. Like, she's still not going to believe it.
Yeah. I mean,
but, like, it's time to fucking, this is the time to fucking sit and, like, reconcile with yourself what you did and, like, start to, like, forgive yourself and accept what you did. But then you got caught. Like, sorry, you tried, you failed, you got caught. Deal with it.
Her poor attorney, whoever has the task of, oh my God, look at that picture. Whoever has the task, let me screenshot that one. That's too good. I think I need that for the archives. Oh my God. Okay. Whoever has the poor task of defending this woman, it's like, God bless him. Because whatever advice you give her, she's just going to ignore it. Just do whatever the fuck she wants. There's no way
any how many lawyers like quit. Like, no lawyer wants this case. I wonder if she's like had people like leave already. They're probably like, nope, she's not going to listen. I don't even know if they're pro bono or where this money's coming from, but she's got no money left over. Obviously. Is the house on the market? Is she still? Do they still own the house?
That's got to happen soon. Like, they're going to run out of money. Like, she's going to have no money.
Right, because if it's obtained illegally, they'd probably have to liquidate it, right? Like,
I don't know how that works, but it's hard to evict people in general. So let me play a couple. So this is what she says about the upcoming case.
God for discernment. I thank God for discernment because even then I was documenting stuff, not realizing how important it was going to be now. I thank God for discernment. I thank God. I thank God. Y'all don't even understand. Me going live about all the work that I've done in this community is the very thing that's going to help me win my case. And I'm telling her, everybody who sat idle and silent, you knew better and you chose not to do nothing. It's documented in history. We are in a civil rights movement, and what you have not done matters.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. It's like, oh my God. Just like what was the quote there? That going live like this is going to help my case. Going live is going to help me win this case.
She thinks so. She is so disillusioned. It's insane.
She believes this. Like, this is going to help her somehow. How is this going to help you? It doesn't, because in the past it has worked. Because she was a powerful person. She could call people out like this and they would be scared. But ain't no one scared of you anymore. You know why, Monica? Because I destroyed you. I took your power away from you, and it felt so satisfying. Can I just tell you that, Monica? You don't turn me on, but what I've done to your career kind of turns me on. That turns me on a little bit, gets me a little bit excited. You know what I mean, Monica? Because I just feel so great about myself for what I did. You're a horrible person. You're just the most disgusting, vile cunt I've ever written about. And everybody fucking hates you. You were the most easy to hate person who has ever existed. And people appreciate me because I fucking destroyed you. You are so unlikable that you could take a guy like me, who a lot of people don't like, let's be honest, and you can make me likable just by being you. So thank you for that, baby girl. Thank you. So she says she has some more interesting comments here. Let's pull up 28-minute mark.
I gave my life. If you ain't willing to give nothing up, you ain't an activist. You're a public speaker, and that's okay. I never forget, I was showing a black man in our community who I used to be cool with all the death threats. And I was telling him everything I was going through. He's like, Mon, that's crazy. Mon, that's crazy.
Mon.
He got one threat and wanted to go arm up and get 50 cases of bullets. One? They've been threatening to kill me since 2017. It's documented. Not one elected official has done anything about it.
Where?
From the AG to the DA to the BPD to City Hall. Everything that I'm going through, I've shared publicly. So to lie and say you don't know is gaslighting and disrespectful. And this is why victims hesitate to come forward.
You're a real victim, Monica.
This is why when someone is assaulted or essayed, they're scared to come forward because of the way that y'all handle them. I looked at that spreadsheet last night and I cried.
The spreadsheet.
There's 244 times I dodged
death.
Dodged death. Every time they get writes about me, I get death threats. They sit outside my house. They troll my
every time that man writes about me, I get death threats.
Media. And all that keeps playing in my mind is, in the South, white supremacists will kill you, but up North, they force you to kill yourself.
Oh.
I refuse to let these motherfuckers kill me. I refuse to let these motherfuckers kill me. You wanted my life so bad, but you couldn't even attempt to live the life that I led.
I couldn't even attempt it. Let's see.
To 17,
this is interesting.
when I was protesting, walking
when she
down
talks about
Malcolm X Boulevard, I just miscarried. Was still actively bleeding, and my husband goes, "Are you sure you want to do this protest?" And I go, "I have to for my people." I lost 5 babies. I've given my life, my body. My kids don't even have a normal upbringing. I live in a town where a lot of the people are nice, but the truth is I ride past Blue Lives Matter flags and Trump supporter flags every day. I got ambushed and Stop and Shop and had to think twice. Why? Because I got a Fed case.
No, you fucking didn't.
And the last thing I need is for them to violate me. But now
the ambushed and Stop and Shop. So she wasn't ambushed.
Everywhere she goes, people just fucking take her down. I don't think so, please.
That's real. I know. There's a turtle rider out there. She has a wrench. She's one of our wrenches. She's like, she texted me one day, messaged me on Facebook, and she's like, "Guess who I just saw in the Taunton Stop and Shop? Monica Cannon Grant." She goes, and I went up to her and I started talking to her about the thing, and then she's like, "I read about you, on Turtleboy, and wanted, like, I think what you're doing is gross." She said to her, like, it was. She was real polite about it, but she goes, Monica froze, like she didn't know what to do, because I was so polite about it. Then she's like, she ambushed me. So that actually happened. Please. Whenever somebody confronts her and, shares their opinion on her, they're ambushing. Meanwhile, she sent a guy out there to physically assault us, hit a woman, and that's not ambushing. Okay.
Given an open door and freeway to white supremacists to attack me. That's what you did.
Oh, right.
This case is built on bullshit. I sat in that courtroom a couple Fridays ago. And one of the charges was I received $3,000 from Black Lives Matter.
Listen to this.
And the moment I received the money, I withdrew it from the bank. And they're deeming it fraud because they don't know where it went. And so my lawyer goes, "Can you tell me where it went?" And I go, "Well, yeah." He's like, "So tell me." I go to the block party where I gave away backpacks and I had to pay a lot of those vendors cash on delivery. In fact, here's the photo of the event. And
so she got $3,000 from BLM and she just withdrew it all immediately. And like, "Do you have any receipts to like?"
No.
Like, no, because I paid the vendors with cash.
Cash on the streets. Right. You know how it is on the streets. We don't.
In the streets. Yeah, in the streets we don't use this. I'm just like, that's going to be her to hold defenses. It's like, in the streets we don't do that. It's like,
that's not how life works in the real world.
Yeah, well, you took in a couple $1 million there, so we're not in the streets anymore, girl. And here's where she calls the Boston Globe white supremacist.
Racist report.
This is what she says.
Son of a bitch.
Now, the Boston Globe, which carried her fucking water for years, finally wrote something critical about her.
And this is their response.
Boston Globe, Brian, who's the head editor down at the Globe. Y'all have a whole spotlight series on race, and y'all employ some of the most racist reporters in the city, Shelley Murphy and Angela Estes.
Oh, they're racist, yeah.
Because anytime they're quoting white supremacist blogs as justification for what they're writing, they are white supremacists.
So the Boston Globe wrote about.
I get what we are. I get it.
So the Boston Globe wrote about the federal indictment, which would not be happening were it not for Turtleboy. And because they wrote about that, they're in collusions with me, and I'm a white supremacist. So that makes them a white supremacist. This is all going to go great in court. Like, she truly believes if she says this enough times, the judge will be like, oh,
I get it now. It's right. Guilty. It's true. You're right.
Case dismissed. This whole federal government thing, all this is all set up. She's just another Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. They're just trying to kill her. She's a civil rights leader. History is going to frown on us if we come down hard on this woman. She used the word white supremacist 78 times so far. I know, it's so true. Now listen to what she says about the $25,000 here. Check this out.
$1,000. That is.
Listen to this.
But did absolutely nothing. $25,000 is not even minimum wage, but it had every black person in the community outraged. $25,000, that is chump change. If you own an organization and you pay bills and you have to pay taxes, then you understand that that's nothing.
So she stole $25,000. Like, one of the things, like, where'd the $25,000 go? She goes, "That's chump change, Your Honor." Like, I hope that's her fucking excuse.
That's my defense. It's chump change.
It's chump change. And then she goes, she's like, oh, black people think it's a lot because black people are poor. She's saying, like, black people don't, white people do that all the time. You black people, you don't know what you're talking about. $25,000? Stop being so black, she's saying. Like, dude, call me a racist. Nobody's more racist against black people than Monica Cannon Grant. Give me a break.
That was me surviving while doing work that I wasn't being paid for. But black folks are so used to not having anything and function from a scarcity mindset that numbers like 3,000, 25,000 a year is a lot of money, and it's not. Because I'm going to tell you, every lawyer I've spoken to says, well, I have clients who have millions in offshore accounts and hedge funds stolen from the government, and they get a letter in the mail.
So I'm going to fast forward to this part here about Harriet Tubman.
They've done crickets over here, and meanwhile, they sit in their spare time and attack people that look like them. And y'all, why can't we all come together? Stop asking us to unify with abusers. Stop asking us to unify with people who mean us no good. I get why Harriet would have shot you. I get it. I get it. There's a bunch of y'all that Harriet just would have boomed. I can't run the risk of you running and telling, and I can't run the risk of you disrupting this movement of me freeing my people. So I'm gonna off your head and keep it pushing. I get why.
They don't have
a y'all, Harriet would have shot.
We'll get to that in a second.
I'm just keeping it a buck. Harriet would have shot you. And it's okay. Like, your ancestors was the ones who told on slaves.
So she's talking about Rachael Rollins there, and basically any black politician or prominent individual who no longer has her back. Harriet Tubman would have shot you in the face. Like, her obsession with shooting people and gun violence is just so antithetical to the fact that she runs an organization called Violence in Boston. You just can't get over it. Suzette says, how does VIB have a board and they don't arrange a salary for her? No. So there's a little confusion here. They did. She did have a salary. She's saying there, when I first got started in 2017, 2018, I didn't have a salary. And we looked at the financials for that, and VIB wasn't taking in any money then. Like, they weren't making that much money then. A lot of it was just unreported income. But the big year for her was like 2019 and 2020. And she did pay herself a salary of $178,000 we saw. She was not paying herself much of a salary prior to that. But she did pay herself that. Now, the board now has been paying her a salary since she got indicted, but now they've dissolved the company, the nonprofit, so there will be no more salary as a result of, because Monica did this to herself, because she can't
She could have just sat there and gone to work every day and collected her money and waited until the trial or whatever. But she couldn't do that. It's just she's incapable of that. She is incapable of shutting the fuck up. She can't do it, Deb. And so here she lays. So here she is now. And she has been. Do you have those screenshots of those further threats?
Yes, the docs things.
Yeah, can you bring the new post up today?
I do. Hold on one sec.
And I think this just sums it up. It's just like she is such a horrible person. Such a horrible person. All
right, hold on. I'm screwing up.
Yeah, that's cool. Take a, meanwhile, let me bring up. I got another dono here.
Word.
I want to bring up another one from Bobby Jambalaya. Ooh.
Yeah, Bobby.
Oh, he's got some. This is an interesting one. He says, this is from Bobby Jambalaya. It's $50. He says, what does it say? The only thing popping with Monica is useless babies out of her crotch fruit hopper. It's funny because it's true. Okay, so these are her most recent posts. You're going to have to zoom in on that.
Zoom in. Whoa, dude.
Is that in Messenger? Or is that not a document? Is that in our group?
No, I have it. It is a document. I don't know why it's a Messenger too. Hold on.
I have a copy of it. I can just send it. Hold on. No, it is somewhere. So she has been like
No, I got it. Yeah,
every day is getting worse.
There we go. Got it.
It's all blurry.
You see it?
Nope.
What? Really?
You have to go in more than that. Like full screen. Let's see. Come up. Yeah, I can't read that. I got it on my end.
It's on your end?
Yeah, you gotta open it. You have to open it in a separate thing, in a separate window like this.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Okay. So this is what she writes on her page today. So she is you almost want to see if you can make her page at this point now. So she goes, "Morning, love bugs. I would like to introduce you to a few of my friends who I awaken to trolling and harassment by. First, we have Adam Hurst. He has a wrench, who works. He lists his employer. He's a faithful Turtleboy supporter who's ecstatic that Kyle Rittenhouse got off for killing innocent people. Pretty sure they weren't innocent, but go ahead. Next is Scott Massey. Got a shout out here, and he brings up Scott's mother. Apparently, okay, that's nice. David Thomas, who spends his day bench pressing beers. He supports Turtleboy and has a beautiful son suffering from multi-system inflammatory. Like, think of how vile this bitch is. Like, you're going to bring up people's sick fucking children? What is wrong with you? I mean, she couldn't, as if she couldn't get any uglier and more horrible. In case anybody had any sympathy for her whatsoever, which I don't think anyone did, but still. Next is, look who else got named.
Celebrity.
Jessica DeVille. She's also a Turtleboy supporter and backs the blue. So we know
favorite grandmother.
I don't like, she's not good at like doing research because Jessica DeVille is our good friend Suzanne, and she doesn't really try to hide that because she puts her fucking picture on there.
Right. She's like 3 alts with a picture on it.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it.
Someone's grandma, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see. We have Rod Thomas, who's hooked on phonics. Okay. These are the individuals that harass, racially profile, troll, and stalk me every day. And I'm being told that I have nothing to worry about. Let me know if you were worried about that. It's like, this is what she's doing now, just putting up random people and just shitting on them. Like, good job. This is going well for you, Monica. Okay. So I think that's enough, Monica. We didn't have time to get to that Taunton Deadbeat story. That's too bad. Maybe we'll do that Tuesday or something. Maybe I'll give him a call. But yeah, It's I guess it looks like every time I look at the comments, people are like Lawless here. Lawless wants to come up, but he's been
all he does is complain like all night, say the same thing.
What does he want?
He wants to like ask you the same. He's asking the same.
Well, you know, I don't mind. I kind of like crapping on him though. It's kind of fun, and it's not like
take a vote. See if people want to listen to Lawless for like 25 minutes and the same thing repeatedly.
Do you guys want to hear me shit on Lawless? Should I bring Lawless up here? James Schramm. Should I bring him up here just to mock him and show how stupid the people are? Because I kind of like doing it. I'm not gonna lie.
In lieu of a freestyle, we have James.
Yes, in lieu of a freestyle. Watch me crap.
He's already coming at you. Send a link, then bitch.
James,
no need for hostility, dude.
I've made James Schramm my bitch a million times. Should I spank him some more, guys? Should I spank him some more? I think he's in the mood. You got to respect the fact that he keeps coming back to get spanked. It's never enough with this guy. And I've ignored him the whole show. Every time I look down the comments, I see is some stupid. I'm like, we're not letting you take over the show. We have other things to talk about. We actually have a show about
Turtleboy. That's the beauty of what we do here. Unlike other channels that are just about drama and other stupid things, you know, we have a show about something. So if James would like to come up here, now's your chance.
Everybody's saying no.
Saying no. Looks like a lot of people are saying yes.
He's a fucking retard. Don't give him the honor. Nobody cares.
Okay, so James, can you just wave so I know it's you, so we don't get porn bombed here?
No, he'll flip you off as his customer. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool.
Thumbs up. He's there. Want me to? Yeah. Cool.
I'm just gonna keep him in the background like this. So how can I help you, James Schramm? What's up?
So when do you choose when it's okay to laugh at someone saying they try to commit suicide, and when
what do you mean?
Like, obviously,
what do you mean?
When in that video, that woman said she tried to commit suicide 3 times, and then you laughed at it.
I didn't laugh at it.
No, you absolutely did laugh.
No, I wasn't laughing at the idea of her committing suicide.
You laughed.
I was laughing at the idea that she said that the government. She basically pulled an Epstein. She's like,
no, her words were she tried to commit suicide 3 times, and then you and Deb laughed.
Nope, you missed it. What happened after that, James? What happened? What'd she say after that?
There was nothing after that.
No, there was something out there. What was?
No.
So what did she?
Those words, and then you laughed.
And no. What did she say after that, James? Because I know we're gonna do this slowly because you're very stupid, so I have to walk you through this. So what did she say after that, James?
Oh no, I'm very smart, actually.
Yeah.
But
so what did she say after that, Mr. Smarker? What did she say after that?
I know.
Okay. So what she said after that was, basically, if the government tries to kill me, if they kill me, just know that I didn't commit suicide. I wanted to.
No, she did say that. She did.
Right.
Say
so
that.
what she's saying here
after you laughed.
So what you're no. So what you're too stupid to understand here, James, is that she suggested that the government was trying to kill her, so that if she commits suicide, it's not actually a suicide. She got Epsteined, basically.
That's hilarious. That part is hilarious.
Comparing herself to somebody who is so important that she might get off by the government. That's what I was laughing at, James.
No, but
okay, so you're 0 for 1. Next, what else you got? You're 0 for 1. Turtleboy 1. James Schramm 0. What else you got?
Am I not done?
No, you're getting destroyed. But go ahead. Next, I completely destroyed you there. I completely destroyed you. Next, what else you got?
You absolutely.
You got anything else? You got anything else?
She said, "I tried to commit."
You got anything else? No, we're past that, James. You already lost that one. So anything else?
All right. Well, I won that one. But
no, you didn't. It's 1-0 Turtleboy. But go ahead. What do you guys think? Let's take a vote in the comments. Who won that one? Vote 1 for Turtleboy, 2 for James Schramm. I'll leave it up to the voters.
Why would you even ask? Because everyone knows your cult is gonna vote for you.
Why would they vote for me if I was wrong?
Because they're your people.
They're my people? Well, they tell me when I'm wrong, James. So it looks like it's unanimous. So I won. So I won that one. So you were wrong about the context of what how I said there. Next, what else you got? Anything else?
Oh, I got plenty.
Let's hear it. Make it quick, will you?
So all the people that requested restraining orders against you.
Yep.
You a lot of the time you said they wasted the court's time and they should be ashamed of themselves.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So that you agree that they wasted the court's time, right?
Yes.
And again, Bret hates me. I don't like Bret. whatever.
You're here simping for him, but go ahead.
Oh no, I'm not simping for him.
You're here for simping for him and Monica
I'm
Candy
simp-
Grant, but go ahead.
If I'm simping for anything, I'm simping for the truth.
Go ahead, James. Keep going.
So
You're doing great.
That,
You're doing
right?
great.
You have said they wasted the court's time. They should be ashamed of themselves. Blah blah blah. That's wrong, right?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
And you brought Bret to court, right?
I did.
And you lost, right?
But I didn't get the order. That's correct.
I did not get
the order. That's correct.
So you lost, right?
I did not get the order.
So you lost.
I did not get the order, James. Go ahead.
Yes or no? Did you lose?
Depends what you think losing is, James. But
Did
I
you
don't. I
lose?
didn't. James, I didn't get the order. So just go. So just go. So just go. So go ahead. So make your stupid point. Get to the point, James. I did not get the order. That's answering your question. Go ahead.
So
Next.
You lost. Okay. And what is your reasoning behind you saying you won?
Because I proved my point.
What was your point?
My point was that a judge in a court of law deemed that Bret Killeran, who talks a lot of shit and talks a big game about hurting people and punching them and doing all this to him and being so scary, a judge said that he's so much of a fucking simpleton and a pussy that under no circumstances could any reasonable person feel threatened by Bret Killeran.
Well, the judge did not say that.
The judge did say that. Okay, but go ahead.
But the judge did not say that. But what you're saying is
they did actually. That's why the order wasn't granted, because he's not.
You did not feel.
So I'm just going to pause you. I'm going to mute him for 1 second, just to be clear to everybody else there. Not that you guys don't know this, but by not granting the order, the judge was stating that she did not consider Bret to be a threat. So tough one for James. Anything else, James?
But that was your goal the entire time when you brought Bret to court?
My goal was to see what happened. Whatever happened, happened. I'm like, this is interesting. I'm like, to me, some of the threats, I'm like, were very animated. Some of the threats about taking your teeth, and he needs teeth. So that would be logical. Like, he also said he was going to come here and show the mother of my children what a man-sized cock felt like. A little over the line. And yes, that's borderline. Did I feel threatened?
Yeah, apparently.
Well, I was going to let the judge decide that.
Well, so again, what would you have said if you got the restraining order?
What would I have said?
Yeah.
That I got the restraining order.
Would you have said, "Oh yeah, I won the court"? What would he do?
It's not about ever winning, James. It's about if I got the order or I didn't.
Talk about anytime anyone takes you to court or you take someone to court, that's all you talk about is winning.
So James, either way, I win that one. Then how about that? I won either way.
Somehow
yeah, I did. I know. Don't you love that, James? All I do is fucking win, isn't that? Even when I lose, I fucking win. How about that? How about that? Thank you. Oh, dude, this is fucking great. I'm fucking owning you, motherfucker. I love owning James Schramm. Wait, which brother did I own more? I owned you pretty good, but your brother, man, I mean,
honestly, so when my
brother
showed up,
you're the smart one in the family.
And hey, when my brother showed up to your Hooters weird thing, he was a lot better because I probably would have actually punched you in the face.
No, James, you will never ever punch me in the face ever. You'll never fucking do that. I would fucking destroy you. You understand that, right?
I can reach that low, but anyway.
You know I would fucking kill you, right? Like I would fucking murder you, son. I wish you would. I wish a motherfucker would. How come you haven't yet? I mean, what's with this whole talk about? I'm gonna kick your ass, motherfucker! I let you know where I am all the time. Why don't you come do it? Yeah. Because you're nothing but fucking
I know
talk.
where you're at?
I show up to places. I go places.
Hold
you
on,
don't, motherfucker. Come see me, James Schramm, whenever you fucking want to.
Okay,
please, I beg you. I fucking beg you. I fucking beg you, tough guy.
So
come
you're
fucking
saying
do
you're
it.
asking me to, but aren't you the guy that blocked me on Facebook because I actually called you out on bullshit, just like I am now? I mean, You're talking over me. But
I'm destroying you, but go ahead.
Destroying me? You're obviously afraid of me because you blocked me on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, that's
what was the last thing you said to me on Facebook?
I don't fucking know. I don't care. I don't think about you at all. The only time I notice is when you come on my chat and I destroy you like this.
Oh, you're not destroying me.
I am, James. I know you're too stupid. You're like Monica. You're too stupid to understand that you're losing, but you are in fact
Monica
losing.
is. I don't care about.
Oh yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't know who she is, right? Totally not.
No,
yeah, definitely not.
I really don't.
You're.
I do know.
You're the smart one in your family. Okay. You're actually smarter than your brother. I'll give you that.
I'm telling you, it's only okay in your mind. It's only okay to do shit that you don't like take people to court when you do it.
Okay, so anything else you got, James? Because I'm picking on a retard. I'm picking on a retard here. So this is
am I not wrong?
You're very wrong. You're wrong about everything, James, and we've proven that.
You wasted the court's time, which
I didn't waste anyone's time. We settled something that I thought was rather important.
No, you actually wanted.
No, we got I wanted the judge to decide whether or not Bret Killerin was a threat.
Absolutely wanted.
And the judge said, I wanted the judge to decide if this man was a threat or not.
So,
and what did she decide?
Let's be honest.
What did she decide? What did she decide?
Wanted to waste.
So, James, it's a really simple question. I wanted the judge to decide whether or not Bret Killerin was a threat to me. I wanted Bret Killerin to decide whether or not he was a threat to me. And what did the judge say? Did the judge say? So you can come back. I'll bring you on in a minute. Okay?
Yep. I was about to boot him.
But it's a really simple question. This is how we're going to end it, James. I wanted the judge to say whether or not Bret Killerin was a physical threat to me. And what did the judge say, James Schramm?
What did the judge say? The judge said, "You're a pussy." And she felt bad for you.
No, wrong. So the judge denied the order because he said Bret's not a threat. So that's it. Bret Killerin is not a threat. Now, I do want to bring something else up though, real quick, and this was a really disturbing video. Somebody shared this with me, and I don't want to talk about this asshole too much, but this you got to hear this clip. Talk about rapey. Tell me this is not the rapiest fucking thing you've ever heard. This is like disturbing. So let me share this content real quick. I'm gonna change the settings here on audio. Let's see. And it goes out. Okay. Let me play this.
I love you. Oh yeah, you're gonna guide me. Where are you gonna guide me? Where you want to go? Guide me. I show you the light, baby. Show me. Where are we going? I show you the light. Show me. Let's go. Where are we going? Oh, the light isn't like on the top of this big dick, baby. You're gonna like. I love you, baby. Oh yeah, show me the lighter, baby. Lighted cigarette for me. Come on. You just want me to suck your dick? I mean, that's pretty lame. Oh my God. Come on. I want to ass fuck you at least. It's not learn.
He's married
right now. You down for some anal, baby? No.
Terry's probably just dropping acid here. That's all.
No. You're not down for some anal?
No. Yeah, when you hear what Bret says, it gets really creepy.
He's 100%.
Come on, you gonna Bret like is.
That's
you
all.
gonna like it. Jamie Fuck Off definitely is. Where's Jamie Fuck Off? He's a power bottom. I'll blame this. Normal. Don't you love ass fucks? No, I just answered that question. You know Bret. What? Were you not listening? Terry to fuck you in the ass. Who? Terry? Terry? No, I don't want Terry to fuck me in the ass now.
And by the way, this is the guy who respects women. Talking about, like, listen to what he says to her.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing, baby. Oh, yeah? What do you... Come on, I love you, baby. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to. Come on, get some sweet love, baby.
Yeah, people actually watch this. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is not many people, but some.
Hey, you don't want Sarah to fuck you in the ass? Looks like he is a little bit. She said no. What? No, I just. Paige, you don't want Tara to fuck you in the ass? No, Brad. No, I don't. Why don't you?
Like, this
Why
is
not?
weird.
I don't enjoy that. You love it. No, I don't. Do you? Don't you like when STL fucks you in the ass?
What the?
No, I'm not. I'm just not really a name. That's like her business.
Yeah, even Amanda's like, dude, that's what are
So
you
you do
doing?
like it when SCL does it?
I just
This
said
is fucking
no,
creepy,
Brett.
right?
Oh, so you hate it when Terry does it?
Jesus. Obviously, all right, just like it. No. All right, I'm gonna go.
Like this is
Amanda
like
Okay.
All right.
That-
Okay, you know what? Fine. No, it's not. No, hold on, calm down. You should be. I'm a fucking victim. Listen, I'm a fucking victim. They're asking me about anal sex. Brett, listen. Brett protects you, and you're here protecting him, and I appreciate it.
yeah, like so that's I don't know what that was. Then we have this other clip here. Let me share real quick. This one's even worse.
Hey, Paige.
Listen to this.
Hey, Brett.
Hi.
Hi. What's up?
So you say that on vacation you wouldn't want to fuck me?
Listen to this.
That's what I'm saying.
You would so fuck me.
You would so.
Do you want to fuck me?
Me?
Is that why you're always so mean and talk about me all the time? What's up?
No, I wouldn't want to fuck you with soul dick.
Okay, why do you think I want to fuck you?
Because Sweet Potato doesn't bang you good enough.
Oh, he does a great job. Thank you.
So you're saying Sweet Potato fucks you good?
Why do you want to talk about my sex life and my vagina all the time?
You asked me.
You asked me first about fucking you. What are you talking about?
Paige.
Brett.
So if I slid it in you, right?
No, you wouldn't. That would be rape.
Wait.
That would be rape.
So if I slid it in, right?
No, thank you.
By the way, he's going full Gianetti here right now. Like this is fucking weird and creepy. Like Paige, you want to fuck me, right? You want to fuck me in the ass? Like who talks like this to fucking women?
No,
thank you.
don't get to do that. We have to. We're having a fictitious.
Yeah, I don't
thing,
want to imagine
right?
that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Paige,
Yes.
I sit there and I
And
slide my tongue in you.
What?
Your tongue.
Ew!
I wonder what Hollow is. This is kind of a little bit over the edge for somebody married.
You know, Paige, in Germany, we call you kind of a thankful girl. Because you're the chubby bitch, right? So you're thankful. You're doing it all, Paige. So if I want to fuck your ass, you're down for it. If I want to fuck your tits, you're down for it. You're down for it. Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Totally fucking about this. No. We're not doing this. That is way too. No.
Wait, what?
I'll go, Amanda. That's
You don't have to go.
Wow.
I know, but he's probably, they're gonna.
Is this not the rapiest content you've heard?
She's a sinful bitch.
That was. I thought first, like, man, that was.
I mean, can you? Is that not
Lawless, yeah.
Deb? Is that not
Fine.
rapey? Am I alone in this world?
No, that's 100% rapey.
Do we lose Deb?
I'm here. Do you hear me?
Deb, you there?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, Deb, if you're talking.
Sure, I'm here. I don't know why.
Deb,
you
are you
guys hear
there?
me?
Okay, I can't hear a word
Weird.
you're saying. Hold on.
They can hear me. Yeah, they can hear me. Hold
If
on.
you are talking. Yeah, I don't know if you're there, Deb, but you're
I
not
am.
talking at all.
No.
Okay.
Oh my God, no!
So
Don't let him
stupid
on.
Lawless is there. I'm done with him. But
Yeah.
here's another clip. Really. So last thing I'm going to talk about. So I went on the other day about the whole Bret suicide thing. I went on this this guy Dramadome. Okay, the audience can hear her. That's fucking weird. Okay. So let me just play this clip then. Let me change my audio settings here. Okay. Nope. I'm gonna need this. Can you hear me, Deb?
I hear you.
hold
You
on.
hear me? Oh my
Can
God,
you-
Lawless.
I can hear you now. Okay, cool.
Good. Yeah, everyone else could hear me the whole time.
Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's the reason. Tell me that is not like that. Is that not fucking rapey and creepy?
It's wicked rapey, and it's kind of inappropriate in my opinion if you're married. That's a little bit
Yeah.
If you want to do something behind the scenes and privately, that's your business. But if I was his wife and I came across that, I'd be fucking bullshit.
Remember, he's no Mr. Like I can't be a part of Turtleboy because
Genduso and this and
Oh
that.
my God,
I can't.
Lawless, go away. Get
I can't be associated with that. I can't be associated with that. So anyway, I'm like, after the whole way that he treated Amanda, not that I give a fuck about Amanda, but just kind of prove that he's an abuser. Like, and you heard that, like, he's a sexual fucking deviant when you hear that. And,
Cool.
You're like, I'm not even paying attention, but
he just keeps flipping me off. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, like, so you are like this whole thing. You're hearing this guy say all this stuff, and you're like, dude, you're not actually like that. So anyway, the way he treated Amanda was disturbing, and especially the suicide thing. So this guy, his name is Andrew Brame. He goes by Dramadome on YouTube, and I am going to play a clip here. So I went on his thing the other day because I don't know, he invited me on, and it was like retard happy hour over here. Like, some of these people are so fucking stupid. Like, boss bitch. This is Roshana Buckley. Like, you're a pathetic piece of shit. They were so mad that I did the responsible thing and called the fucking police because Bret said that he was gonna fucking kill himself and dry fired a gun in his fucking mouth on YouTube. He did that. Like, we all fucking heard it. It's undeniable. He said, I have a fucking gun in my mouth, and he fires it. Okay. And you don't do that unless you fascinate about suicide. Like, you're thinking about it. You just want to know what it feels like. That's why you do something like that. And that's dangerous and whatever. So I went on and I briefly, I'll play it real quick. Is he okay?
No, you don't give two shits about him, dude. You're scared of him. Stop it.
Okay. You didn't.
Well, then make sure I'm okay. Make sure I'm okay.
I don't know you. I don't really care about you.
Yeah, you don't care about him either. So stop it.
Actually, this guy claimed that his mother blew her head off in front of him. And it landed on his lap. This is what he claims, that his mother blew her head off in front of him. And that I should be sympathetic to suicide. Like, I should feel bad for him. He goes, I called the cops because Bret said he's going to kill himself. He goes, well, I'm going to kill myself then? You're going to call the cops on me? I go, no, I'm not going to call the cops on you. Because that's not genuine. Like what Bret said, if you listen to the fucking context of it, it sounded genuine. And anybody who loved him or cared about him, that I do, but apparently I do more than these fucking people, would actually call the fucking cops and do a wellness check and make sure he's not actually, because I'm like, is he lying? Is this all an act? Which apparently Bret is saying it's an act now. Bret is saying I act. I pretend I'm killing myself, and it's all, it's not real. It's just, but you believe everything else I say, but that part's fucking, not real. Everything else I say is real, but that's not real. You called the cops 18 hours after the live stream and 5 hours after you finished. So I called the cops. I first started, I didn't stay up and listen to the whole thing, obviously. And so I started getting bits and pieces of it the next day because I actually fucking work, and it's like a 3-hour stream. So I started getting bits and pieces of it, I would say around 2:00. And I started hearing him ramble on about this. And so I texted him. And it was like, hey, I'm like, oh, you're going to run to KP tonight? I forget what I said. And this was around like 2:30. And then he responded back to me like, oh, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you really going to kill yourself? Because I heard the clip. I'm like, was that real? And he wouldn't be straight with me. I mean, go watch the stream I did on it the other day. He wouldn't. I showed the receipts. I did a blog about it. It's all there. And he wouldn't be straight with me. And so I called the cops around 9:00 after, I think I gave him his last chance around 7. And then I put my fucking kids to bed. I'm like, well, after my kids are in bed, I'm going to have the cops do a wellness check on him. And so I sent the cops over there, and they did a wellness check on him. I don't know what fucking happened. I don't care. I just had to do my job. If he hurt himself, whatever. It's not a 911 call. It is a non-emergency. They would classify that as wellness checks. And they went over there to see if he was okay. And, what are you going to do? He tells them, no, I'm fine. I'm not actually going to try to kill myself. So he's lying. He admitted to the cops that he was lying on the stream, which is an unfortunate thing for somebody to do, to like play up suicide like that. And so Andrew Brame, Dramadome here, is like, well, I'm going to kill myself. You're going to call the cops on me? No, I'm not. Number one, I don't know who you are. Yeah, because you're obviously lying, right? Bret sounded genuine when he said it. You sound like you're just kind of trying to prove a point. And so let's play this. Let's play some of this.
I know Bret. I've met Bret in person.
Yeah, you should have known.
We have our differences, obviously, but when a mentally ill person says that they're going to kill themselves, you must take that seriously.
And you know it was all bullshit, and you wanted to call the cops on him to get something over on him.
I know you're
Aidan. It's obvious, man. Stop it. It's obvious. Stop it.
Clear. I did not wait 24 hours. As soon as I heard that tape, I contacted Bret.
Look, it's obvious you wanted to get something over on him, and this is what you chose, dude. It's pathetic. Just stop it.
What did I get over on him?
Dude, stop it.
How did I get them over on it? What did I do? How did he get them over?
You wanted this to blow up to bigger than what it was, so you fucking took action on something you thought would be good.
I wanted to make sure he was okay. I wanted to make sure he was okay.
Like, Deb, what did I get? How did I benefit from this? What did I get over on him?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for that, but I'm sure.
Yeah, like, did I make money? Like, what? I just wanted to make sure he was not going to kill himself because he said he was.
Yeah, I guess you get to feel high and mighty or something. Maybe
like, how am I going to get something? Like, what was my goal here then? They weren't clear.
Concern for a human life. Like, right. You asked, well, what's wrong with you?
Is he okay?
No, you don't give two shits about him, dude. You're scared of him. Stop it.
He was okay. You didn't.
Well, then make sure I'm okay. Make sure I'm okay.
I don't know you. I don't really care about you.
Yeah, you don't care about him either. So stop it.
I do care. I mean,
no, you don't. You don't give two shits about him. So stop.
Either way,
You're a fucking liar. Stop it, Turtleboy. I don't want
him to die. I don't want him to die.
But you want me to die because you won't call the part of the stories on me.
Because you're a fucking.
So you want me to die because you don't know me. So you wouldn't do that to you wouldn't do that.
I mean, think how stupid you have to be to actually have this thought process.
Why would you call on me? Because you're fucking saying it mockingly.
Yeah, you're saying it mockingly, stupid. I also don't know you, Bret. Like, if you play the audio, Bret's like, fucking gun in my mouth. Yeah, that's a little bit different from like.
After a huge thing
That's a little bit different from. I want to kill myself too. You're gonna call the cops on me? There's a slight difference there. I know you're kind of too stupid to point it. So why are you too stupid to know that? Why are you too stupid to know that? Well, let's look at who Andrew Brame is, shall we? Oh, look what I found over here. Because like. The people that say bring receipts, they don't. I actually fucking do. Let's look at what we have over here. He is from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, here's his mugshot. What do we got here? We got, Andrew Brame. What was the, what are these particular mugshots for? Let's see. This one is for November 2018. Possession of controlled drug, a felony. A bond surety amount of $1,000. Okay. Next one in 2021, we have possession of a controlled drug felony. Again. Okay. Awesome. Possession of paraphernalia. Oh, great. So he's a fucking druggie. We got a druggie over here. That's great. Now, what do we have over here, Andrew?
Driver's without a license too, I think it said.
Oh, driver. Oh, excellent. Well, this is a real one. Okay. Where do you see this one? We have some court documents here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay. But let's see what these court documents say, shall we? Let's look through them. So we have here a petition. This is from these are probate court documents in the marriage of redacted against Andrew Brame. This is over custody of the kids. The petitioner seeks the following. This is the wife. Orders with respect to the custody of the parties and the minor child. The petitioner requests temporary joint care and custody of the minor child with petitioner designated as the primary custodial parent. Child support. They want child support, marital property, blah, 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 marital debts. Respondent should be ordered to pay the reasonable attorney's fees, blah, 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 blah. Wait, where'd the whole thing go? I had the whole fucking thing. I screenshotted it all. Hold on. Do you have to download it? Or can you continue for free?
You probably got to sign up or some crap. Yeah.
Hold on. I got the screenshots. I'm going to send you. This is too good not to fucking read. Let me send these in. These are good documents. We're going to read these documents. I obviously got the screenshots. Give me one moment to bring these up. In the meantime, let's see what we got here. Oh, here they are. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's X out of that. And I think I got them. Okay, cool. Let me. And then
watch out. Somebody's warning you.
What are they warning me? What are they saying?
I wouldn't mess with him. He's got a lot on you. Don't forget those text messages.
Who?
What radiated tortoise reptile? I guess he's saying Andrew. Don't forget those text messages. I don't know.
What text messages?
Don't know.
Yeah, I'm really worried about these guys.
Radiated tortoise has all the sauces.
Oh, these are legitimate people, man. They don't mess around. Give me 1 second to pull these up. Because wait till you see the kind. I just want to show the kind of person that we are dealing with here. And these are the kind of people, again, if you're hanging out with Bret or whatever, like these, just understand that you're about to find out the kind of deadbeat fucking animal piece of shit that you are associating yourself with. So let me bring these up over here. Let's check out the court docs of this meth head. Let's see. So we have here application for custody. Okay. So we have here a docket in the marriage of these two. This is an application for immediate emergency ex parte custody order. This is in 2018. The judge ruled that the mother should be the primary custodian with right to choose the school. Counsel for mother drafted a proposed decree of dissolution, blah, 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 blah. Unbeknownst to the mother, the respondent, the father, Andrew Brame, had pending criminal charges at the time of trial in Tulsa. That case included charges for possession of, let's see, where did we get? Where's number, possession of, what was it possession of? Let's see. Here it is. Okay, let's zoom in on this one. Possession of methamphetamine. Oh, he's a meth head. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Paraphernalia, transporting a loaded firearm, failure to disclose those pending. So we forgot to mention those in the court proceedings for, custody of his fucking kid. Oh, yeah, I'm a meth head and I travel around illegally with guns and shit. Okay, cool. What else do we have here? Then
less than a month later, they gave him a deferred sentence. Then less than a month later, he got arrested again for possession.
Again, less than a month later.
Less than a month. 29.
Filed a motion to accelerate based on an arrest and charge for assault and battery. Excellent. Great job, Andrew. Then within 2 days of the filing, the application to accelerate, and a week after the assault and battery incident, the father was again arrested for possession of methamphetamine. He can't stop getting arrested. At no point did the father ever disclose any of these arrests or charges to the mother. It gets better. Father has started a YouTube channel. Not now, maybe later, in which the father has posted 51 videos in the last month in which he goes into various municipal police departments, including the Bixby, city of Glenpool, and the city of a bunch of fucking Oklahoma departments here, among others, and videotapes them in an apparent effort to provoke a response and confrontation. He's an auditor, guys. He is an auditor. He has done the same thing with libraries. He goes into libraries and videotapes the Central Library in downtown Tulsa several times.
Those libraries, man.
Yeah, those librarians. Concerned and then ultimately escalating into a conflict as worried security guards ask him to stop. Oh, this is a real winner you got here. And ask him to stop filming and ask him to leave. So let's see what this one says. What else we got here? The petitioner appears to engage in these filmed provocations at a nearly full-time activity, styling himself as some sort of crusader. He started a GoFundMe account in order to fund this. At the time of the trial, the father did not have his own home, but lived in the home of friends. Recently, in his bond paperwork, he lists his home address as 415 West Archer. That is the address of the day center for the homeless. Bro, Bret, your friends are fucking homeless people. That's all you got to back you up, motherfucker. This is I can't stop winning. This is who you're hanging out with. Child abusers and homeless meth heads. Yeah, I mean, you were good with me. I paid you and I took care of you and you'd ask me for fucking $40 for beer and I give it to you and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, you were doing well. And now this is what you got. This is your fucking life, dude. You're talking about putting your fucking gun in your mouth, but you're just kidding. Things are going great for you, my guy. They're going great. Fucking with me was smart. That was really smart. Things are going awesome for you. But let's go on. Let's read some more about this gentleman that Bret is now friends with here. He says, the child reports that father has told her to keep secrets from the mother. The child specifically reports that father does not use a seatbelt on the child. The seatbelt had been previously raised as an issue in this litigation, resulting in a specific order from the court that each party, crap, hold on. These fucking lights.
Every time. That's like the third show in a row.
Okay, whatever. Who cares?
Boom.
All right. Actually, I'm not even on the screen right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah. So anyway, the father, blah, blah, blah. Each party is ordered to properly restrain the kid. So this kid wouldn't put his fucking kid in a seatbelt on the like. That's his thing. The charge regarding
carrying a child safety seat.
Yeah, that was not that hard. But the charge regarding carrying a loaded gun in the vehicle is of concern, in part due to the father's escalating tendency to provoke confrontation with law enforcement and other civil servants, as evidenced by his YouTube channel, and partly because of an event in which the mother was present. The mother was in the car with father on one occasion years ago, in which he was carrying a loaded firearm. Another car followed father too closely. Father and the other car then engaged in an exchange in which they each brake checked the other, and then the father lowered his driver's window and pointed the loaded gun at the other driver. Petitioner is concerned about father's possession of a gun while he is on drugs and engaging in daily confrontation. So this guy goes around filming the fucking cops and librarians and shit on meth, carrying guns, trying to fucking point them at random people, brake checking. And oh yeah, he has fucking kids. Okay,
Mabel, right? Yeah.
I apologize. That's past tense. He had kids. So let's see what. Because he doesn't get the kids. Petitioner is extremely concerned about the combative behavior. They fears for the child's physical safety and is worried the child will be exposed to methamphetamine and the anger and aggression associated with meth consumption. If respondent is allowed unsupervised custodial time with the child and be ordered to pay restitution. So, again, these are the people, guys. Just remember, anybody out there who wants to come at me and blah, 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 this is who you're siding with. Meth heads that point guns at people. And by the way, Andrew Brame lost his children. He no longer is allowed anywhere near them because he is a homeless meth head who goes on YouTube for a living. And that is who, and it's interesting that Bret now seems to be drawn to these child abusers, right? Andrew Brame, Crusty Panties. He seems to have a thing for deadbeat parents who lose their kids. That's you, my man. You know how many kids I've lost? 0. You know how many? You know what I did today, Deb? I went to the Holden pool and had a nice day with the kids and went and played in the playground and did dad shit. I had a fun little dad day.
Really?
That's what normal people do. These aren't normal people. And that's why they hate me, is because I'm just normal. Like, I just live a normal life. I'm a regular father. I take care of my kids and my responsibilities, and they're meth heads. So I win. He used to lie and say he had custody, beg for donuts. No, he doesn't have custody. He doesn't have custody. You'll lose your custody. So, Andrew, when you talk about like, oh, and he also makes up stories that never happened. I guarantee I could look up his mother's obituary. I bet she's lying about that too. And we can start exposing this guy if we want to. But again, he's a fucking nobody. He's probably the guy that was FaceTiming me a million times. But during this, he gives Bret methods. Yeah. All right. And it's been a long show. Anybody else have any questions? It's been a good audience for this late, though. I'll tell you that much. But you masturbate. You got that right. It's like, of all the things they can find on me, it's like, that's the best they can come down to. It's like, oh, yeah. Well, did Jen do sex with a hot girl that we all wish we could? Oh, yeah. Okay. Good job. That's about it. That's all you got.
No, Lawless. We're not letting you back on it. It's fucking almost midnight. We're done, dude. Are you kidding me?
Like, you're not. You had your chance. You failed. I made you my bitch again. We'll do it again another time. But, yeah. All right. Anybody else have anything else? Anything else? Any other questions? No more donos. That's fine. Why am I still awake at 4? Because it's too entertaining. Because Turtleboy is too entertaining, man.
Deb is a Karen. No, I'm not. You shithead. Nobody likes you.
You need to watch me destroy Masswell at the end of her own show tonight. She ended early. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to go. Lauren, good luck going after Lauren Hayden. That's all I'm going to say. Lauren Hayden is smarter than you. Like I said, in that interview, she impressed me. She impressed me in that interview. She was level-headed, you know. And she graduated from law school, which is more than any of them could say. And that's the thing. They all seem to hate people who have their shit together. They really seem to despise people who have their shit together more than anything. Like Rue has her shit together. Like everybody here for the most part has their shit together. And I think that's why they hate us. They hate us because they hate us. My Bobby Gow says my wife Tammy needs a new hobby. She does. It's kind of like maybe you should fuck her, dude, or something, because she spends a lot of time on the internet. It's kind of weird that she's hanging out with meth heads and deadbeat moms and shit. Kind of weird. This was a good show, and thank you, Bobby, for those donos. Oh yeah, Rue, his buddies would lie for him when he was late for a schedule by saying he's helping. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? This is all Deb has. Oh yeah, this is all Deb has. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
She doesn't. She also was a kid, but she has custody of. So there's that.
You do.
And then she seems charming. Your little daughter there. She's really nice.
I'm charming. I'm such a doll.
Yeah.
Such a sweetheart.
Such a sweetheart. Justice for Vaughn. Is that Vaughn? Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? We want the Druid. Yeah. Oh, we'll get David back on here. I like having David on.
Get some gooped up here too.
Yeah, we need to goop back too. We haven't had gooped in a while. All right, guys. I guess we'll call it a night then. And we will. It's because it's almost fucking midnight, so I think it's time to call it a night. So we will. Yeah, it's been a good show, and we will see you guys all for the next episode of Turtleboy Live on Tuesday. Deb, thank you as always.
Anytime.
And thank you to all the donors. Join Turtle Club, folks, and we will see you guys all on Tuesday. Peace, Turtle Riders.
Have a good night, everyone.